OG that should be ready to smash them.
The OG that we saw just yesterday was looking
Ready to smash them.
The OG that we saw just yesterday was looking godlike. So I've got pretty high expectations. And again, I mean, my trust in NaVi, even after everything we just saw, I mean, it doesn't go that deep. I want them to prove it. Mantu going to be running straight in with a flashbang from Alexi B. That is a crisp execute. Easer and Mantu again. He got tagged. He's down to 9 health, but he'll take down Flamey as well. That worked out so well. Way better than he could have asked for. What a beautiful round out of Mantu.
And they know now where Perfecto is as well. And so OG are going to close in like a bunch of sharks. NBK, lucky for him, he does not get his head taken off. Issa puts some pressure on, and they are going to be ready to take the fight to him. One kill goes through. NBK looking for the knife. Not going to happen. Mantu robs him.
Quad kill on him.
Of course. But, yeah, I like it, NBK. A little bit of a chuckle. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, boys. Yes, you popped off in the pistol. Wow. Even Mantu showing a little bit of a grin there.
He's been doing that.
It's rare. It's like a bird flying on the, you just caught it out of the corner of your eye. Did I see that? Did I imagine it?
Beautiful kingfisher time. Rare. I don't know, maybe. But since he's just a stoic person, but he's enjoying himself, he should be. I love it. Look at the initiative that they took. You can wait around and try and snipe people with USP. They said, no, we're just going to flash our way in. And again, so much, I think so many of the successful CT sides that we've seen, even in the first 3 days here at Blast Premier, have been about not letting the T sides have all the initiative. Try and take something away from them. Make sure they can't just, in luxury setup and throw all the flashbangs and smokes that they want. Like sometimes you've got to put them off their balance. And I think OG are a team that successfully have done that. I think NIP did that yesterday, and obviously didn't manage to do that so much against NaVi on some of the maps here. But I think that's something that we're seeing, coming back into it a little bit more. There's been a whole, era of Counter-Strike where you said, well, maybe we need that less. All we need is double ops on the CT side, and then we'll be good to go, and all teams will build around that. So I much prefer this. I hope this is a returning metagame in some sense. It's not the first time we've seen it, but I hope it's a returning metagame that's going to, keep growing and growing. It's so much fun to watch. Ooh, but this is also interesting. NBK going down, and Issa will drop next.
Alexi B going to pick one up as well, but that is it. And a flawless, essentially, B-site take from NaVi. And perhaps OG were kind of regretting getting a little bit too lighthearted there at the end of that pistol round, not staying focused. What a shot from Simple. Dude. He is not to be messed with. Nearly wins that fight, too.
He's not far off. Is he still crouched on his legs over there when he died? It looked like his model was like oddly just standing in place.
Even in death, he is ready.
Even in death. Mantu goes down. They not only with the round, but find every single person. This is a great return, and it's a B split. What team were we watching last on Dust 2 that did no B splits? I'm trying to think.
It would have been against NaVi. They're the only ones we've seen play.
Maybe it was NaVi that didn't. I think it
would be the rematch.
Yeah, I don't think NaVi did any B splits when they were on the T side last time.
Yes, exactly. So this is a way to the game within the game.
Yeah,
change things up.
I just can't think of a reason why it wouldn't at least be worth trying in any match, because you've got to test that out. Flashes, and it looks like Boomich was on flash just seconds before. That is the flashbang lottery that always happens out at long, right? Everyone's throwing flashbangs. You don't know if you're hitting yourself or your teammates or the enemy, but eventually someone stops being flashed, and whoever is first wins.
That's it. That's
exciting.
Summed up.
It's really exciting.
You really roll the dice, and it can be so disappointing and disheartening if it keeps going against you.
Yeah,
there can be there are a few places on a map that are as frustrating to play as A-Long CT side. But Mantu, let's see. Whoa! Definitely gonna back off there.
He was like, I'm gonna go find someone. He's like, oh wait, I'm the mole in this game.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't want to be.
That would have been unfortunate. But instead, they're gonna push on up on the A site now. NaVi right at the doorstep. Simple cleaning house to be expected. Mantu gonna get the drop on him, but Boomich is waking up. He's looking pretty crisp here at the beginning of Dust 2 in these first few rounds. Unfortunate for NBK.
Had his right idea, but he's gonna get found. Yeah, he almost stood up right on top of them. I think he was almost within like sledgehammer range if they had one. Crush. I'm sure that would work, even if you had a Kevlar helmet, I think. Sledgehammer will do it. Also, terrific song by Peter Gabriel. So there's that.
Gabriel. There's the name.
Listen, slightly dating myself, perhaps.
Nah, that guy's eternal, dude.
Well,
don't worry about it.
I like that. Thanks. That's a nice save. I appreciate that. 4th round. And again, this time though, nice jump out with his back turned electronics, spinning around and catching MBK. They also only have USPs. So this should be fine. Should be no problem here. It's early days still, obviously, in this best of 3 and even on Dust 2. So I'm not going to take really anything for granted just yet. But they should be winning this round without too much trouble. So we'll see what OG can come up with once they have, you know, some more rifles. Another interesting thing to really watch out for, you know, is Mantu and that AWP, because we have seen some really amazing AWP work coming out from him. I mean, really, like, super high quality. And obviously now he's up against Simple, potentially. That is a little bit of a test to be passing, but, you know, it's possible.
Yeah, last time that they played, though, they were top ranking. It was Simple versus Mantu, just going toe-to-toe with the ops in play. So it was really cool to watch. Simple, of course, pulled ahead in that battle, as Simple tends to do. But Mantu was up there, just going all out in that fight. This is NaVi really just freaking annihilating, though. 3-1 at the beginning. Fairly one-sided as well, so the money is growing on the side of the T's.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think OG really care. I think they know what happened. You know, you get reversed in that second round. Probably this is the outcome. I think they just think whatever. Probably not that happy that they can't get the AWP yet on Master. That's a little bit annoying. But again, they flash their way in for a kill and they take down Simple. It's just a tiny bit of initiative. It's not much. What, a $200 flashbang? Nicely done.
Really like to see that. Super clean. And well, now, I mean, do they manage to get in here? Alexi B is going to get boosted on boxes. Boosted. He's going to boost himself. A little bit of an off angle, and it works wonderfully. Takes down Boomage. Needs to be aware of Flamey up close. Shot is going to come through. Flamey with the headshot, but he is blocked. Nowhere to go. You can't go back through that lake of fire.
Yeah, but actually, the fact that he's forced to stay means he's suddenly getting a lot of information. He's realizing, first of all, that no one is playing immediately to his left towards the B-bomb site. There's smoke up there as well. The rest of OGs are pretty much standing their ground, not being too crazy. Valda could be going for a flank, indeed he will be. Oh, but Perfecto, that is so unfortunate. His angle, you can see on Valda's crosshair, just off enough that Perfecto had the advantage in that one. So suddenly, from a 5-on-3 into a 3-on-3, there's still 40 seconds, and they're going to go catwalk with still Perfecto coming long. So a lot of trouble here for Mantu if he swings out long there.
Waiting to see.
Oh, wait, long. Look again. Perfecto.
Well, that's unfortunate. But hey, Mantu gets the kill that matters. Drops that bomb carrier. And dude, NBK is working so well right now. Sets it up for Mantu to get a double.
Yeah.
Mantu is just comfortably in the lead right now for OG. Wherever that guy happens to be, death is soon to follow. For NaVi, that is, as he is just pretty much like the one-man army.
Strong start. Yeah, you're right. 9-3. Really good stuff. And even though Perfecto played that long position much better than you could have hoped for, I thought he was going to be, you know, just there's the last guy in, but he actually saw the flank coming and won that. Not his fault that the rest of his team couldn't deal with Mantu, but still pretty solid work overall. And OG, I think they're just going to they're going to enjoy the fact that they won the round. They're not going to enjoy the fact that it was a one-on-one when they won it. And look at NaVi. There's so much better equipment in this round. Wow, that's a rough start for OG. When you finally win this round, and you actually can't really even feel it in the game yet.
Nothing. Sometimes it's just the way it be.
True indeed.
But it is, yeah. Like you said, the full buy, and it looks like they want to say hello to this B site once again here. NaVi, they've had success so far. Alexi B, there's the smoke. Doesn't hit the flick, unfortunately. And Issa is lit, so this is going to be a very tough hold for OG if NaVi elect to go B. Considering how low HP Issa is, he can't really take too much of a fight, but that bomb... Well, they will get the CT smoke down, and it is going to upper dark. Okay. For a second, you were wondering if they were going to go ahead and push short, but it is going to be the push, and Alexi catches Boomage.
Yeah, and where's the rest of it? This is so disjointed. I don't mind that Boomage goes down, but why is everyone else just standing around? Electronic was there right behind Boomich when he went down. They could have pushed together, and the people in Abadat could have pushed in as well. This is a very Na'Vi type round in the worst possible sense. They're going up catwalk. There's 20 seconds left, and yeah, Valde should be winning this fight. He definitely will. He saw that coming, and now they're running out of time and certainly running out of players. This, I don't really know. I'd be so interested to ask them specifically what was it in this round that made them not commit to that B split. They had it all set up as far as I can tell.
It looked so good. Maybe it's because the fight took place on slope, and so they thought that Alexi was the rotator. Maybe they still thought there were two players on that B site, that there was a gamble that they ran into.
Yeah, I can't do. My imagination doesn't even really come up with with what I think of as a good answer to that. So yeah, I wish we could call them right now.
We did see a little bit of this where you start not second guessing yourself, but maybe overcomplicating things. You're thinking, oh wait, hold on, we can pull a fast one. We're gonna catch him before the rotate, and if we just go back in now, right? Like, you think that's gonna work out, and then it turns out you just overcomplicated matters instead of keeping it simple.
Possibly, yeah. We saw that on trying them when they were playing Nuke earlier, right? Against NIP, there was a lot of switching back and forth, and they also had rounds that were, I think you pointed this out, less complicated, and they seemed to work all right. So
yeah, that's all over the place. Still just hoping to get lucky through that smoke. And I think he's still sitting. No, he got one frag now.
yeah, it's gotta start somewhere. I mean, the scoreline's tied up. It's 3-3. No one really has any kind of money, so yeah, it's a bit of a slug at the beginning here. Slugfest for either side. Man2 dropping really low, trying to fall back. Ooh, but actually, I think Flamey actually almost got his teammate killed by running in front, and the bullet went through the smoke. That could have been absolutely lethal. Electronic's position, though, now is super important. And Simple will find a kill on MBK. So Isa, 1 versus 3, definitely not doable here.
Oh, this is just the grossest situation, though, for OG, because look at their money.
Yeah.
Right? You're just going to be in this weird limbo. Can you manage to save this gun? Okay, well, at least he gets that kill on Electronic. It's going to be hard for Na'Vi to hunt him down now. But you're in this awkward spot. Your money's not going to be great.
He's definitely an interesting player, Isa.
Yeah, he's got a good sense of humor as well.
He's got a good, and I mean, just from watching him, I haven't spent too much time talking with Isa at events, mostly because we've had no events.
Yeah.
But you know, you watch him play in general, and his reactions at the events that he's been at and all the rest of it, you get the sense that he is, you know, an emotional player, and seems like a super positive human being, but you know, that emotion can be obviously super powerful if you're winning and all the rest of it, but can also definitely backfire. So it's one of the things I sometimes, you know, wonder if during the course of his career, it's still kind of early on, but is that something that he will learn to deal with better and better and better? Because when he's firing off and sort of zoned in, he's definitely a good player to have on the team.
Pretty calm with the AG. One flash. That's a stretch. Yeah, Flamey not going to find anybody off the back of that one, but this is still actually a fairly decent buy, all things considered, for OG.
Yeah.
At least you've got 3 rifles to play with. That was my main concern, is that they may not even be able to afford that much, or they'd have to go for Colossus. But M4 is on 2.
Yeah, you could definitely win this round, yeah. Maybe retakes are going to be tricky with the grenades. Na'Vi have slowly taken middle. They're holding up a dark. They're holding outside of long from middle. So yeah, pretty standard stuff. Remember, OG in the matches they played so far here at Blast Premier have been really aggressive on the CT side. So I'm sure Na'Vi know that. I'm sure that's why they're holding this, you know, maybe a little bit longer than they need to. But I don't mind it. I think this is a good response to the kind of, you know, offensive CT side Counter-Strike that OG have been playing.
And the push begins now. Going to be once again hitting this B. This is a real change of strategy from Na'Vi.
Yeah.
There was a lot of A focus, short pushes, long pushes last time around.
What's going on? I don't understand. Again, they had everything set up with this B split once again, and they call it off in the middle of it, and I just can't even understand why. Simple, barely alive, 25 seconds. It's like they have this meme drilled into their brain at this point that they need to go middle and sort of, you know, take that whole thing over, do the smoke, check everything, and then go back to catwalk.
But this is because this is, I mean, this is me just throwing it out there. But the impression that I'm under is that last time we saw them play Dust 2, they didn't focus that much on mid. It was a lot more extremity focused, you know.
Yeah.
Push on a B or take over long or go up short. It wasn't as much mid play. And maybe so NaVi now, in order to change up, they're trying to focus more on mid to perhaps punish OG.
But then why are they going back again?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like
I can only do so much, Anders.
Yeah, but the thing is, once you have that smoke, or once you're in the middle, like once you're pushed out into like the CT spawn, basically,
right?
Like that's where you've come past the point where the real danger is. Usually, the danger is that there could be a lot of people. The pop flashes can come in from like so far away that you can't even really hear them, right? So once you're there, that's the dangerous part done. Then you give it up afterwards. It's really confusing. Nice setup attempt. Actually, look like Boomich had that a little bit under control, but now it's going to crumble. And now they're running in one at a time, and that's never really something that we recommend. Valda goes down to Simple, even if he was flashed. And that's a very important kill for Simple. Otherwise, they would have lost this round already.
Oh, that HE reads him. That was so sick. Still doesn't save him, though. That is ridiculous that NaVi still managed to get those kills. Outrageous. But that HE, woo, buddy.
That's just a scout on Man2. I actually thought that was an AWP for a second. But, I don't know, Simple at 1 minute and 10 seconds. Not the worst odds you could have for NaVi right now. If they win this round again, OG's economy is really going to be busted up. Same is true for NaVi in some sense, but... yeah. Here we go. He's back there checking. He's got the right idea, but... it's just a Molotov. Little bit stressful. And actually taking that Molotov damage is... you know, up against the scout, got to be real careful. I like the fact that they're not attacking him at OG.
He's boxed, and they know it. The clock is eventually going to force his hand. And they still have nades as well. So the longer this goes down, you just get those mollies in play. And Simple is going to be very hard-pressed. Although, look at Mantu's positioning. Weird off angle.
Yeah, it's better for him to hide, obviously, if you see Simple. I mean, if you try and get the shot. Oh, what a turnaround! The timing! How does he know that?
It's not. I think he's just that fast, Anders.
Yeah.
You know? I think he just turns around and he just happens to hit that flick. He's just that quick.
It's like he hears the trigger pull on Isa's gun and then he turns around beforehand. I can't believe it. Well, good round out of it. Like, winning the round, great news. Man2 gets the AWP. This is looking better. Match is 13 in form. What a hero.
Yeah, he's playing out of his mind right now. And these are definitely two of the players where, I mean, it's like Simple and Mantu are pretty much like the two go-to that you want to keep an eye on for OG and NaVi. And it was the same story last time as well. They were both going toe-to-toe. Here, it's Mantu just taking Simple down at range. Mantu even managing to get out of dodge. There's going to be a little bit of pressure here. Nice HE over the top. Doesn't do nearly as much damage as I thought it would. Looks like he got caught. Yeah, blew up just a little bit early. But that bomb, by the way, NaVi still back in T-spawn. And Flamey is realizing that. He's going to go ahead and pick it up. This is still pretty much a hard eco, apart from, I'm guessing, Simple's Deagle.
Simple always with the Deagle.
Ooh, well, that was a nice HE. And let's see. This should be fairly straightforward now for OG. Shouldn't be losing anybody.
Yeah, definitely important that they don't.
Onto with the really exposed angle.
Yeah, don't do it. It's not worth it. Just fall back. You've got so many teammates here.
There we go.
Definitely way better. Saving the ops, keeping everyone alive. OG up 6-4 now. I think this is a really, really good start for OG. I think they're doing a good job at the moment. It can be very hard to play CT side on Dust 2. I think harder than people sometimes maybe think about. Seems like it shouldn't, but you can be pretty restricted in how creative you can get in the offensive plays. And OG are a team that have been enjoying playing that kind of Counter-Strike on other maps. What we've seen from them so far mostly has been the flashes out middle.
Well, okay, the last time, that's what I just wanted to double check real quick. They played Dust 2. It was 10 rounds on the CT side for OG.
Yeah.
So
it happened again.
OG won Dust 2 16-9. So this, I mean, it's definitely... OG have got something going for him, and there's Mantu with the right eye peek, takes down Perfecto, gets that angle. So nasty.
And that's more aggression of the sort that we were just talking about. Something that again, is not that easy necessarily to put together on Dust 2. They managed to do it both in middle and now in upper B or upper dark. Valde with a headshot to take down Electronic, and this is crumbling. Great grenade, both from Valde and from Isa. Flamey with a chance to do some more damage, maybe. But Mantu will take it away immediately. He is 17-4 right now, and OG are really, really warmed up now. It took just a couple of rounds, and here we are.
Yeah. This is, you know, when you play back-to-back best-of-threes, this is that grind. And
Yes.
I mean, this is probably why NaVi were just like, let's keep going, right? Just keep trying to flow, stay in that flow state, and just keep moving. Because if we get a break, we are gonna be in a situation where we may lose our edge, and that may have happened here. Because OG are just gonna be coming in here and ready to go, whereas NaVi have already played through an entire best-of-3, all 3 maps.
So hard to judge, though, isn't it? Because what if there's no break and this goes 3 maps, and then NaVi just essentially plays 6 maps straight with no, like, I mean, that also sounds like then you'd be thinking, man, if only we could have had a break between map 1 and 2, at least we could have, like, you know.
Yeah.
Our brains could
That's
pull
tough,
down a
man.
bit.
Keep in mind, these guys usually play 5-6, you know, scrims a day, right? So they're used to that workload.
Yeah.
They're not officials, obviously. Scrims are not officials, but
Yeah.
I mean, scrims you can often play like 30 rounds every map, just 30, 30, 30, 30, and get maximum rounds in as well. So I mean, I don't know. It is. I mean, it's true. It's going to be trade-offs, right?
Yeah.
Like, what are you used to? What do you want to go with?
It's hard to know. But regardless, I mean, here we are. And
really MBK's crosshair? Never mind. You guys can't see that.
No, I don't think there is that command to change the crosshair based on what.
Yeah, there's that
have,
Go
right?
TV.
But it did get very confusing at times, so could understand why. Maybe that's been taken a little bit out of it. Boosted over to try and see if they could get it done, but the grenade will explode Boomich once again. And a 2-on-5, no casualties yet on the OG side. Oh, there's going to be one, and a follow-up. That is way more important than it seems. Don't think they're going to be winning the round anytime soon, but 2 kills like that definitely do some damage to OG's economy, and that is all that NaVi care about at this moment. Flamey, well, that's commitment. Giving another kill to Mantu through the door. 8-4. Yeah, the OG fans are in.
OG fans are back.
That's good.
Good on them. Well, the NaVi fans need to show up right now and give some of that power over to NaVi, because it is currently a real struggle for these guys. OG just looking super solid. Isa forgetting to buy. No, it's go. Ooh. All right, we're gonna get that double up in play.
I like it.
Interesting.
Simple, he wants it, but we're gonna get the challenge in the middle. Instead, here we go, flashed in, shot through the door. It's almost like he got stuck ever so slightly as well. Yeah, there's the grenade. He's gonna try and see, can he dunk it on? And Tronic is gonna back on out, but he almost does actually go down. Ooh, that was close.
That split second. What a call from Electronic to get out of dodge. And Isa, you can see the moment's hesitation. You know that, half second, not even. And now NaVi, man, they just feel penned in. Do you go mid and try and brave it? I mean, you are going to take over Catwalk and try and clear this out. Make sure there's no quick rotations possible here for OG.
So badly want to do the B split again.
Yeah.
I've got my fingers crossed, because I don't. They couldn't know what we knew in those rounds. Like, I know I was criticizing them for falling back, but obviously they don't have all the information that I have watching it. But you still feel like, God, if they could follow through on it. Been a number of rounds where it's super doable. We'll see. It looks like they're clearing out Catwalk. Still got 35 seconds here. A bit of a jump down from Boomich, and following in the smoke behind is Perfecto to take down MBK. Alexi very much alone over here, and the backup is going to be a little while away, so it's a good job that he gets that. But they're out in the middle as well, and Mantu, look at this genius. He's not even being baited into it. He's waiting. Probably a call from a teammate saying, well, I'm only seeing a couple of people, not everyone, so for NaVi, falling back, a nice shot from Simple, but it doesn't matter. They cannot win the round. It's 10 seconds left. There's no way to get to a bomb site in time, so that is really, really rough, unfortunately for them. And, well, they're going to lose Perfecto as well. Time running out, and it's another round on the side of OG.
And they save both ops to boot. Insult to injury. And man, what a performance from Montu right now. You got to give it to him. 20 frags. He's doubling the runner-up on his team, Alexi B.
And it would have been tempting for him to you know, try and run closer to the middle. And they were waiting for it. They were listening for the footsteps. It would have absolutely triggered a great B push there.
Yeah, really impressive from OG right now. Just absolute domination. 9-4. CT sign for OG, just looking real good. And here's some aggression coming in from NaVi. Could be a very quickly B split, depending. Yep, Alexi B gets caught, but that is still 2 players remaining on the B side. Do they manage to survive? Do they manage to get any kills? NBK, no, and removed immediately. Now it's Issa, has to be the hero. Going to get 2! That's interesting. Is that enough?
No, I don't think so, but it's still pretty impressive. I mean, he was really surrounded. But yeah, I don't think. I don't
How does
see why
NBK not get anything though? Is it the new doors? I guess it's the new doors.
Yeah, well, I think he was also fighting someone that was like halfway in a smoke. I think it was he had some obscured vision in the middle of that too. It was looking a little bit awkward. Yeah, quick out the middle, B execute, no hesitation, no falling back, and it worked out really well. I think that was all cool to watch. Okay, now they've done that successfully. There's no reason you couldn't repeat a B split like this, because probably the main deciding difference between winning or losing those rounds has to do with the setup on the OG side. And I mean, I'm not sure OG will just immediately stack the B bomb side because they lost 1 round like that. So you might still have another round where you can do it, and well, it's 15 rounds, so this is also the last round where you're gonna have a chance if you wanted to go that round. What else have NaVi got? I mean, in the beginning when OG had worse rifles and fewer grenades, they were winning the long fight, but that era has come and gone. And now that they seem to get shut down a lot over on long. Might want to try it anyway. Yes, they will. Jump out, and already a fair bit of damage. You know, you're going to give it up. Don't mind that they do that. You don't have to stay and fight on the CT side on that corner, which people tend to forget. And just fall back.
Especially when you have the op in play. And Montu's hitting shots the way he is. Just anchor around him, protect him, and let him turret up with that sniper rifle. Thing is now, NaVi, I mean, they have 0 presence over towards B. Yeah. That entire half of the map, including short, is just nothing.
Scary.
Boomage came back over here to check a little bit to see if he could just get lucky and spot anybody pushing mid. Yeah. This really is just a standoff now between these two teams. OG are just anchored towards A, and they've just sat on B waiting.
Yeah, if this was StarCraft, Samler, you'd want to do an orbital scan or something like that and see what's going on.
Just get a quick scan in there, yeah, you're right. Or, you know, get Overlord speed, just zip somebody along.
Find a way.
Oh, the entire time. Interesting.
He was, normally it's stop, duck and roll or whatever it is. Not slowly crouch back and die. Boomage with 2 big kills. NBK and Alexi B, 2 on 5. It looks like NaVi will be finding a 6th round here, unless there's some sort of huge surprise in store for us here. Org is not going to do anything. It would have been cool if he could land a quick headshot there. Nice tapping away from NBK. He's going to be taken down simple, but still 1 versus 3. And he might as well go all in on this one, although he's going to change his angle of attack. I don't think anything he does here will really make a difference. They're going to know as well. Yeah, and they will just play it safe, not even really challenging him all that much. Still, OG with a nice first half. 9-6 in their favor. Man to a 20-5. That is amazing. We'll go to a break, and we'll catch the second half right after. That's amazing. Job well done so far.
Job well done. I mean, yes. They fell 1 round short of their performance yesterday on the CT side of Dust 2, OG. But, yeah. I mean, 9-6, still very respectable. And now you're going into a pistol round where you could just get it to double digits right off the bat at the beginning of the half. They should be feeling pretty good about themselves right now, OG. And simple. Oh, let's see. They've managed to so far avoid the boss, although he is now going to be the one point blank ready and waiting. And never mind. Flashed, killed immediately. And the flank is going to come through. Velda gets clicked into oblivion, but it is still going to be a 4-on-4. And the bomb is going to get planted very quickly here.
Very quickly. Definitely for long as well. They have 1 player down there. But it's Glocks again. It's not USPs of that range. So, not that it's a bad bomb plant, but there could be some complications in about 5 seconds. So, we'll see. Trying for this retake, already jumping down and moving forward. A 4-on-4 right in the mix of it. And Isa trying to get a kill. Oh, Flamey with 2 big headshots. And MBK, he's going to be standing tall here, taking down Flamey. Now it's a 2-on-1. And MBK is trapped in this corner. He cannot get out, and he will go down. And Electronic, is there a kit somewhere? Yeah, there is. So he's going to have enough time for it. Nice triple on Electronic. Nearly around for OG, though.
5 HP for Electronic.
Yeah.
That was a headshot. MBK managed both of them. Bloody hell, you can't get much closer than that. So close for OG.
Yeah.
But that is it. That would have been such an amazing hold from MBK.
I mean, that really almost worked out. Would have been fun to see if they would have had the long player left alive at the end of it, just to try and stop the defuse, but that was not meant to be. Second round AWP coming out from Simple. That's pretty quick to be picking that up. I don't know. Who got that? I guess Electronic dropped it?
Yeah, Electronic dropped it for him.
Must have been.
He traded. But it's looking like there's going to be a buy coming out from OG as well. This is a tactical timeout called by OG. So first timeout used here.
All right.
You can't get closer than that. That is the finest of margins. But now I'm very curious to see how this is going to pan out for OG. What do we got in store for us? Alexi B, the madman. We've seen the clips of him calling the shots. He really does get in there nitty-gritty with the micromanagement, but you know, it's working. Yeah, we'll find out if it does this half at least.
So far, it really has been well worth watching. If you missed any of these OG games that have been happening so far, say it's worth going back and looking at some of them, because there's a lot to learn, or to be taught from those. 17th round, and see, I don't think NaVi necessarily going to be shocked that there's a buy coming here. Doesn't mean they can't get overwhelmed, though. Not in the B-bomb side. If there's going to be a B split, they're set up pretty well for dealing with it. We'll see. Oh no! Oh.
Never mind. Live, he's back. Okay.
Scary moment. It's all fine. Look, everything about this is set up for a B split, isn't it?
Even if he's fine, I'm still, I don't know, ambivalent on that whole thing. No damage done, but you're still, you know, a minute into the round. I don't know if you get to stop it.
Yeah, I'm all right with that. I think that works. MBK, Galil in hand here. They're waiting a long time. Yeah, so they're going to be setting up the smokes down to what CT spawn, but there's still 3 people waiting. NaVi seem like they are well prepared for this kind of a thing. Perfecto will spot out one, so that's a little bit of confirmation. He will miss that spray, jumping straight up under the box and ready for middle as well. No shots with the AWP at the moment. Oh, they're in a lot of trouble now. Simple going down, and Perfecto missing all of the shots, finally getting the one, but that's way too late. They needed Simple to pick up one of those kills, and middle, we didn't see it from his point of view, but that's critical. If that mid presence is gone, then every single one of them can return and just focus straight into upper dark, and probably they win the round.
I feel like Velda's trying to force things now because he's lagging so far behind on kills. You know, I don't know if there's a reason for him to push Boomich in that situation.
No, maybe not.
You just hold the angle and Boomich's box to know where to go. But still, doesn't change the fact that OG are going to get double digits and just slap NaVi around in that second round. Let's see. I mean, you're right, though. There were 3 players on the B side, so you have to expect it to be heavily NaVi favored. It just did not pan out for them at all.
No, it really didn't. And again, I mean, 2 of them at least were distracted by someone coming through middle. And their Plateau player got shot in the face, which was that was a good shot with Khalil, but yeah. It's also probably frustrating to lose a round like that, because you're like, well, we had 3 people. What more can we do, you know? Can't stack 4 people in B. That's not going to be a viable strategy. I hope all of you, like, I could feel that coming before it happened. You're so simple setting up for it. And he's like, click.
He's gross. Simple as. Just taking a quick glance. Yeah, 14 frags for Simple right now.
That's good, but still something to be desired for NaVi as a whole right now.
I don't know. Everybody's got Molotovs right now. So, I mean, you could just kind of take over B, just split B and run in.
Yeah.
It's looking like they want to go towards A, though. Maybe, you know, walk up catwalk, take long-range fights, abuse the rifles. Seems like that's going to be the play.
Yeah, which also fine. They still have 35 seconds. That's okay. But don't wait too long. You never really, in a round like this where you've got all the advantage, you don't want to suddenly be short on time. Lexi B setting up for a Molotov. You can throw those so that they burn the entire corner out, although sometimes it's a bit tricky. So this one seems to be working. Perfecto certainly taking a bit of damage, although he's going to come charging in, not hitting the shot. Counter flashes as well. 14 seconds, and again, this way you have to worry about the time. I mean, one little hiccup in a round like this and things go real bad. No jumping attempts being made. I thought maybe they could have gone for that. CC a ranged double take down MBK.
How is that possible? That's wild. And well, now, let's see, there is going to be a bit of a push. Simple, again, just going to go ahead and join this party. Was expecting the flick headshot. He still gets a body shot. It's a 2-on-2. Lots of damage being dealt, and it's now a 1-on-1. Does Electronic, once again with a single-digit health pool, manage to take this clutch up close? It was so close. Alexi B down to 17 health.
Wow. Yeah, that really, really was close. Just want to point out, Simple didn't go for the sort of the jump shot against the bomb planter, but there's 8 seconds left. So if he goes down, I think they just win the round. NaVi, a little bit short on time. More people have been added into the frame.
Just having a good time.
Yeah, it's online gathering OG fans. They're getting their way at the moment. Man2 missing a shot. He's not afraid to repeat that. Just pistols on the NaVi side.
Oh, Simple still gets it. Well, MBK, at least he'll get a couple of eco frags. Pretty sure he's going to spot Perfecto here in a moment. MBK's got the bomb, so it seems like he's trying to play it just a little bit more carefully, but Perfecto eventually, going to get hunted down by Isa. Quick round there, anti-eco. 12 rounds on the board now for OG, 7 for NaVi. OG looking very good on this T side. And, well, this is $100 short for an AWP on Simple. That's what you get for always buying these deagles, Simple. Every time. Buying deegs. You could have had the op.
Yeah. That is the price, isn't it? But then we get to see him, one deeg people. That's nice. At least.
I was just thinking, wow, what just hanging around mid, full attention towards A early on, but it was a boost. Electronic up on catwalk very early here. Now things have stabilized for NaVi. Electronic still holding fairly aggressively on cat.
Shots coming through. This way, you'd be really interested to see if NaVi are going to try and be a little bit proactive like OG was. A bit of a run-in, but again, yes, but not really. Like, where's the flashbang to set that up for Electronic? Where's the help? Like, he's just being forced forward by Molotov, I guess, but still. You'd want NaVi to be the ones taking the initiative and not OG, at least some of the time. And this time they get wiped out, and they're going to be saving on the other side of the map. I really think it's such a... It's not like it's some sort of dramatic difference, but the few things that OG did when they were on the CT side really just gave them some great start in some of these rounds, right? Flashes down middle, some pushes in upper dark. Like, doesn't have to be too much. Don't have to oversell it, but NaVi aren't doing it. And as a result, OG get to wait around and sort of feel comfortable and start some of these fights. So 13-7. It's about to be a 6-round gap between the two teams. And not much right now that's suggesting that OG are going to slow this down at all.
No, they're going to get more and more confident. They've got money now as well, so that pressure is removed. Even if they lose a round, it's not the end of the world. And so you can just continue to get more and more comfortable here on the OG side of things. And, I mean, you smashed NaVi on this map yesterday, 16-9. So you already know that you've got NaVi figured out on this map.
Yeah.
Everything should be just pointing towards OG to win here on this first one. But there it is. Timeout called by NaVi. They finally tapped out and decided to take a little moment here to talk things over.
That was picked by NaVi as well.
Yeah, that's a real tough one.
There is that to think about. OG picking up Mirage instead, I think. So That could be fun. Navi looked like they knew what they were doing on Mirage, so it's not a complete, you know, disaster. Although I think OG were really an inspirational team to watch on Mirage, so really enjoyed their CT side, or their T side. Sorry, I think it was great. But their CT side again had the same features as we're seeing here: the aggression, the making it hard to guess what's coming next.
They're proactive.
Yeah,
but it feels like you can be that proactive, I guess, if you have Alexi B, who's going to be fine-tuning details, right? It feels like Alexi B's really got it figured out when it comes to his leadership and how he calls the rounds. So I mean, if you aren't left guessing a bunch of the time, I suppose you can have those more aggressive rounds where it's just like, okay, we know what the plan is, go execute.
but I mean, it obviously does require a deeper playbook, right? You know, if the strats on the CT side involve, you know, like, you know, 2B, 2A, 1 middle or something, you know, like that's one type of calling, right? But if you have to add in stuff like, well, let's, you know, execute this particular little trick that we have, and we have a whole long list of them, we all have to sort of remember how it all works, and also not make it obvious, right? Like if you do the same thing game for game for game, people will start to figure it out. So try and stay unpredictable as much as you can. It is just definitely more work to also throw that in, but I think the results kind of speak for themselves at the moment, so use that time.
Oh, there's the lurk smoke. Molly to back plat. Is this enough to get Navi? I mean, they've only seen one nade, so it could just be one guy making noise over here. A lot of discipline on Navi's side not to over-rotate based off of this information.
Yeah.
A second smoke. Now you got to be wondering. If you're Navi, you see a little bit of movement from the players. Now they're like, 2 smokes, upper dark.
Something could be coming.
This is it.
By the time they know, it might be too late. Flamey, nice lineup with the Eagle just at the edge, and he could have had a double. But the window player is Perfecto. He goes down with not much at all, so this should still be all right. At M4 and Simple, I would still try and hold on to it. I just don't think it's worth trying to go for this retake. Lexi B and Issa are a little bit tagged up, but yeah, stay away, let this one go. It's going to be OG at 14 rounds, so yeah, we're not seeing Navi kicking this high gear just yet. You know, it's a very relaxed version of Navi. We saw that earlier when they were playing against Nip at times, right? They sort of had moments where they were looking great, and then moments where it was, not quite as energetic as we'd like.
Low energy.
Yeah,
Sleepy Navi.
that is feels like a moment. Boomage close to the trunk for no reason. Goes up bomb. I don't know.
The CZ, man. It's just so gross. I get it. But then I see that and I'm like, 14-7.
You really do stay really mobile and just,
Yeah, you just
It
spray a
works.
bunch of high damage rounds. Might as well have a machine gun.
I think I'm mostly bitter that I can't use it that well. I think if I could use it, I'd feel very differently about it.
Possibly, yeah.
Like, this is great. Never change the gun.
Never change this gun. That's why you can't usually take pro advice.
Also true. Well, AKs, AWP on the OG side of everything they want. Navi short on grenades, but otherwise, in terms of the weaponry, looking pretty decent at the moment. 22nd round right here, and still not seeing the proactive moves out of Navi. No ones on catwalk being flashed in. There's no pushing off a dark at the moment. I don't like it. I'm gonna give poor reviews on this. Don't know if they have a website for it. Go on the Navi website and leave a bad review. I think I will.
All right. Get on Yelp.
Yeah.
1 star.
So I was watching the 22nd round.
The food
Dust
was
2, and I didn't like it.
lacked seasoning.
Just definitely need more spice in this. They're all standing. Look at the minimap. There's no one moving on the Navi side. No one's doing it. They don't know anything about what's happening. They don't know anything like apart from exactly where they're standing. That is just not good enough. Electronic going to be going down. Simple here. Soul up to him, but they have at least a couple of more grenades. Not going to get that one against him though. NBK will drop and Simple's back to check long. They're going to give up the bomb site 4-on-4 for a full retake in which they have None of the grenades that you would want for a retake. The OG are going to be moving over towards the catwalk, and Navi, they need smokes, Molotovs, something to make that, you know, a difficult choice for OG, and that's not happening right now. It's a pretty good shot from Flamey, though, but LXCB will be there with a quick return, trying to see if they could cross on over. Simple with a kill on Valder, but again, it's not that easy. That bomb is still out there and ticking, and they need to find a way to get up there. They do have kits, but they're just listening at the moment. Mantu, oh, nice shot from Simple. He had almost no time to do that. And Alexi, he wants to just go for the swing. It's already being defused. Oh, you feel like he could have just crouched into it. But I guess he was keenly aware of how fast Simple is. NaVi win the round. I don't think they should have. I actually think that should have been OG's round.
It's just so, the details, it's just so sick when you know that if he's on the right like that, and you see Simple just slowly, because he knows that if he rushes it, like, you know, that shot can go for Mantu. But if he slowly inches around that corner from left to right, he'll see him first.
Yeah. Slight advantage. It's just crouched right, like there's some sort of thing there.
Yeah. So maybe, I mean, it's just knowing which angle works with that advantage. That's what it's all about in this op v op game. And Simple's just one of the best at it. He's just so nasty.
Truly is.
Because I mean, we watched it from Monster Street. We couldn't even see him. He just died.
Yeah. I think Mantu is crouched, right? So that also means you can see like the knee or something. Yeah. You know, there's that little thing going on.
We'll see it here. Look at this. Like, we couldn't see Simple.
Yeah.
But Simple gets to see a whole shoulder of Mantu.
Definitely visible. 8-14. That is finally a round for NaVi, and it just still feels like it's way too late to start to turn this around. I mean, obviously, mathematically it's not, but that, again, I just think NaVi should have probably lost that round. There wasn't some clever thing on it. I do like this on Catwalk here. Trying to be a little bit aggressive. Boomich, though, is alone on here. I don't think they haven't seen him yet. There are so many people out, and he's at least going to get the one kill. He will have heard a lot of people. So not just the kill, but the information about how many people were there. He for sure will have known that there's at least another 2 or 3 people there. Pushing into Upper Dark on the other side. This is way, way better. Good job, Flamey.
Well, yeah, being proactive, but I guess they do have to force it now. I think OG just have to kind of bite the bullet and go.
Yes.
This is so tough, though. How do you break this? You got a flash, one flash. You better make it count, NBK.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 for 1. Simple still here, though. Electronic, yeah, this is done. It's too much when you're trying to peek into Simple like this.
Well, let's see. There's still a chance. The Molotov in the corner. This could be a one-on-one. Oh, no. Did he try? It bounced through the fire. I think he tried to put it out, and it just didn't work. NBK now. Oh, he almost had that. Oh, man. What a 2v1 that would have been. Flamey gets the kill at the end. NaVi barely stay alive. But, I
get CSGO'd?
Yeah.
Let's see it.
I think he did. So he's like, I'm going to put out the fire. Yeah.
And it just literally hits a pixel where there's no fire, I guess.
Something.
Fire had not spread there yet.
Who knows?
Get wrecked.
It's not an exact science. Let's put it like that. All right. Well, kind of exciting. I still think OG did the right thing in going forward. I don't think they should have fallen back. Rushing through the flames into the bomb site. That has worked before, and it is looking good once again. Simple at the cross, but surely they're not going to just jump. Like, don't give... Yeah, this is the smarter move. And they take him down. And now... hard as it is, I don't think NaVi should fall back. It's not. It's just not worth it.
They don't have the economy.
Yeah.
I think if they have the economy, they go for this. Because they were right outside the door, and maybe you go for some crazy play.
Agree.
But you just don't have the economy. So you're going to kind of hang around here, it looks like. Boomich with the MP9. Okay, fine. Not so much with Electronic. And yeah, Perfecto's already backed out, so he'll be saving that AWP. And, well... that's going to put OG on map point.
It will, with a classic, the most classic B-Rush. Go for it.
Just YOLO, straight in there. Why be subtle? Just get in there. I like it.
Yeah, they've already proven that B-bomb side, even when there's 3 people defending it, it's something they can take. So, hard to argue with, really. Not the most elaborate strategy, but it did work. 15-9. NaVi needs 6 in a row to fight for overtime. Man, it's even some money on OG. So even if they win, you know, one round here. Not going to immediately give them the eco or anything. It's a long road ahead. It definitely is. And on their map pick as well.
Just watching real quick. Alexi's definitely, I mean, dude, he's always dialed in. He's always got that on point.
Yeah, I think the whole game plan that Alexi brings to these games is really something. Like, there's a level of focus there that you can tell from really both sides.
Back-to-back B rushes, Sanders.
Go for it again.
Yeah, just go for it again.
Kind of got the spawn for it.
Oh,
Two
you
of
got
them.
the spawn for long though. Yeah, never mind. I didn't see the spawns. Like, this is. You got that off right there. You see? Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Not able to quite time that. They're going to give that one up. Leave Isa at peace over a long. And Valde holding for any kind of an upper push, which is not really something NaVi have been doing. They do have two people there, so they could definitely go for it. Smoke this up. Simple on the timing, not really hitting it. And they're going to go quick towards the B bomb site. And if they get the first kill, this is so doable. And there it is. Perfecto going down and Flamey. Oh, he actually hit that headshot, but it doesn't even matter. Valde's Molotov will consume him afterwards. And now NaVi do not have a choice.
They left the op in mid.
Yeah.
All right, Matu. Just stab him with it, dude.
Orb or a shot. Oh, well, he's going to get...
I guess they could see the gun barrel.
Maybe, yeah. Molotov here. So a lot of grenades on the NaVi side. A 2-on-3 retake, and they're all going to go through upper dark. Valde, let's see what he could do with the AK-47. And they're going to be rushing. They're not going to be slowing it down. Instant shot. More are coming. It's a double kill for Valde. And now MBK set up one click to take it away. 16-9. And OG successfully take down NaVi on the first map in this best of 3. Not obviously the end of it, but that was another really powerful performance out of OG. It is so much fun watching this team play these days.
He's just going to hand it over. And, well, here we go. Straight out onto A. No fear, only dreams, Sanders. Hand it over. And, well, here we go. Straight out onto A. No fear, only dreams, Sanders. Get in there fast. OG not willing to let NaVi recover after Dust 2.
He jumped out. That's pretty bold. Being airborne like that could definitely get you killed. And they're going to keep going in the jungle. I love this. Now they just need to... Eventually they have to stop, right? But I love the idea that they keep pushing, because it does throw the CTs a little bit off guard. Electronic and Boomich, though. Some strong kills. And he'd love to find more, but he actually can't right now. There's no one in the bomb site. What a nice jump through. That takes some practice and skill, ladies and gentlemen. Valde absolutely caught off guard. Now they smoke the bomb and they're defusing inside with a kit. Boomich is on it. Another millisecond and he'll have it, and they cannot find him in time. It's NaVi to win the round. Oh, and he's killing them even afterwards. That's a really action-packed pistol round.
Non-stop. So sick. Straight up aggression from OG. They had the plan. They knew exactly what they wanted to execute. It didn't break their way, but they got the bomb plan. So you know what that means. They have money for buy. They have money for rifles. I mean, it's almost as if they won the round. OG, look at this buy round that they get because of all these kills and because of that bomb plan.
Yeah, they definitely have a better buy than NaVi do, except for the grenades, but I think they will take it anyway. Isa taking down Simple. Another fight to come in. Electronic. Ooh, that's a beautiful double, and make it a triple. Why not? Taking down Valde on top. I don't think they were... I wasn't expecting that.
What? That was the biggest flash ever thrown. Like the highest value $200. That's unreal.
They bought plenty of magnesium dust.
Yeah, there's just a flare going off. And Boomich up close to the MP9. Unreal. That's going to be exceedingly frustrating for OG. Because what are you doing now? You are going to be... Well, you just got slapped really, really hard. The pistol didn't break your way, but you can shake that off like, you know, whatever. It just doesn't go that way sometimes. But Electronic just calmly taking 3 of you down top mid when you have rifles, and like that's not supposed to happen. So a little bit frustrating here for OG, I think.
Yeah, he was very exposed. If he didn't handle that himself, he would just have been dead pretty quickly. So
it's sick play from Electronic. You can't take away anything away from him. You get that many targets, sometimes you're just going to rush it. You start spraying, you start making mistakes.
Yeah.
Not Electronic, not in this case. Takes his time, cool, collected. Big reason why NaVi are now in the lead 2-0 at the beginning of Mirage.
Careful with the Beagles here, Boomich. Teammates are only now showing up. Up on the stairs. A bit of a sneaky kill from Simple. He'll get a double, and Boomich swinging for a double spray of his own. So nicely handled round. No real problems. They cleaned it all up. 3-0 in favor of NaVi. OG back with a bye here in the 4th round, though, so not going to be that much rest for NaVi, really.
They didn't maximize their money here, NaVi. Do as good a job as possible.
Simple on the orb.
Yeah, we're going to get that op in play. CT side. I mean, dude's just been hitting shots all day, so why not?
And one of the cool things that he was doing earlier against Nip on this map was being very mobile. He was all over the place. It was very hard to guess where he was going to be at. He'd be playing, you know, forward in B hallways, and then he would be in middle, and obviously at the ticket booth and all the rest of it. So just making it hard to guess where the AWPer is just always going to be an advantage.
Indeed. That is it. And then when you get in your mind, in your opponent's mind as well. Because right now, look at this. Simple, watching underpass. He's ready, and you're dead. So insanely frustrating. Just instant death for Isa. Valda's going to take down Electronic. That is well played, and he's not going to offer himself up. Too Simple, at least not immediately. Does manage to get out of dodge. Is Simple going to be able to react in time, or Valda's just going to wait for them to be patient and push in?
It's not an easy flick, actually. Valda swings into that. Could be a bit awkward. It was a nice return from Valda. Really important, evening things out. Making a lot of noise as they're getting in here. I'm not sure about that. That's definitely being heard by Flamey, who's right next to them. So, yeah, that's why you see the grenades coming out. Don't think that was necessary. I mean, it's still early enough on that they can wait them out, but still, don't want to give too much away, do you? Oh, that's an important spray. Wonder if it'll draw someone back. It looks like Simple is being sort of pulled that way, and they actually need him at the B-bomb site. So that one kill could really loosen this B defense. And now even the second guy is rotating back. Oh, wow. This is way, way effective.
This is so big, yeah.
Wait, now.
You see, I mean, the thing is Simple is communicating he hasn't seen anybody.
They're also going back. This has gone from being effective to potentially really dangerous.
Bomb is way far behind.
Oh, but
15 seconds.
They've still got it. I thought maybe Simple would still be holding CT spawn, but he went back himself, probably doubting the timing of it all. I think everyone was confused about this. Man2 going down means NaVi still definitely want to feel like they can at least try for a retake here. See if they get the first kill and roll something behind it. Alexi, though, will take down Flamey. Perfecto with a good kill on MBK. So the retake is still on, but nobody knows about Valda. And they say, oh, he almost pre-fired it. Perfecto so quick. They don't have a grenade or anything, but that all could be holding it, and the bomb is on the other side of the boxes. So best of luck here for Alexi B. He's going to get taken down, and NaVi will do a wonderful retake. That actually worked so much better than I was expecting.
Mm-hmm. No nades to buy any time with, just a really frustrating... and because they took so long, they were so short in it, Man2 just gets picked off for free at the beginning of that, right? And so you lose that advantage that you have there, OG, with the man.
Really surprised.
This is Perfecto coming right over the top. Yeah, spots the gun barrel. Well done. Well done. This is looking like a revitalized NaVi. Right now, they are looking very solid indeed. OG are going to have their work cut out for them.
It'll be hard for OG to go back and watch that fourth round on the demo, because we could just see that, you know, that B defense there's just one person there. And I guess rotating back to A maybe wasn't the whole thing that cost them, but it did look like they had an easier target, perhaps. We will never know. AK stolen on Perfecto. Money is not that great for NaVi, but they do have some. It's worse on OG. Creeping towards the bomb side. If Valda keeps this up, he's going to get shut down by Flamey.
Do the check for the boost. Jump across, gives it away. But this is just a bait and switch. Flamey might still get caught, and he is, in fact, going to get caught for free. Gets that smoke off, but that split second makes the difference. Two-man advantage for OG, and this is definitely a save scenario now for NaVi.
Yeah. That's not really a setup I could get behind. Flamey there with the M4. He sees one guy jumping past, and he's sort of still committed to try and fighting them. But Perfecto, who's there with him, is all the way behind the truck. Like, think about how late in the round they know that someone is there. I don't know. I feel like one of the things you definitely want to know at the B-bomb side is whether or not people are all the way in that hallway, either by jumping as people do, or, you know, just staying up there the whole time and then looking down if you have a sniper rifle or something that can work out. Interesting stuff, but nicely done by OG. They just swept that round. And NaVi get to save the rest. So 4-1 in favor of NaVi. 6th round here. NPK's finally picked up a kill. He was at 0 for a little bit here, but picking something up, always a good sign. That really wasn't a very elaborate strategy either for OG, but it did just work. Now leaning much more heavily toward the A-bomb side. Let's see if they try for one of those attack and wait type strategies. Because again, they're setting this up so early. So dangerous. Dead already.
Smoke goes down just nick of time. He's just still hanging out around here, though. And there it is, the jump up onto the infamous bench. Flamey just barely makes it around the corner in time. Alexi B is going to get his head taken off, and that removes a part of the pincer onto this bomb site. Yeah, they're just going to get mauled here, aren't they, OG? Unless some magic happens. Velda trying to make it happen. Trying to turn it around, and Matu fighting back as well. The two of them remain. Can they get that bomb planted, though, is a different story.
He would so love if his teammate could find a way to get the bomb planted, but yeah, that means he has to cross past Simple again. And he's just patiently waiting out there. How long does he want to do this? Oh, he hears that. Oh, probably did hear a step. Yep, but Simple gets far enough back around the corner. It's really patient here from Valdo. You've got to appreciate that. He's going to try and see if he can hunt him down, checking everything that he can. Oh, he almost got scoped then, and almost getting shot at the back, but not quite. And there's the kill. That is going to make it a 2-on-2. And still got 30 seconds. The bomb is here as well. It's a high-level Counter-Strike coming out from Valor at the moment.
So sick. And now, I mean, dude, your stomach just drops out if you're Navi at that point. Just like, great. It was looking so good, and now we have to go into a retake. We don't know where they are. Matu's baiting for Valda. Oh, that HE. Yeah, he's got no way of knowing. He is gone, and that is just Flamey turning around and running the other way.
He's so patient, Valda.
Yeah, that was really sick. Valda had a bit of a real cold start on Dust, too.
Yeah.
You can see he was kind of forcing it, trying to make it happen. But he's hit the ground running here on Mirage, and he is coming into his own by the looks of things. Another Dane.
Yeah, another one out there.
Another beast.
They're being sent all over the place, right? Got Blamef hanging out in Complexity. Got Valda in this international lineup. It's all good.
Yeah. I mean, that was... It really was.
Got Config as well, not to forget.
It's true, actually. Yeah, you got 2 Danes. One wasn't enough.
Yeah, apparently not.
Good old Lake, just always trying to stack the deck in his favor.
I think it's fantastic. JKS now joining the team as well. I am looking forward.
Oh, it's gonna be wild, yeah.
To it, yeah. By the way, that kill that Electronic got in the last round on Lexi B was purely communication, right? His teammates called it in, saying there's a guy in the middle. He's in the smoke somewhere, and Electronic quick to turn around. So it's nice to see that NaVi communication is working out that way. Because if you delay anything like that, if you're not clear and precise, and if you're not listening, then that just doesn't happen. Quick bomb plant, falling back. They have all of the advantage in doing this. So this is just great at the moment. Well, the 1 AK on Simple is the only thing really they have to be scared about, and I don't see why Simple would try and throw it away. The rest of them could try and definitely look for some kills if they feel like it. Oh, there it is. It walks right in. So, no AK. Flamey, though. Oh, no! How could that be? He gets another one in there. Quick triple headshot. He does have a kid, actually, but... Oh, no! One more! That is absurd. MBK just watching his team die in front of him. That is a miraculous round from Flamey.
Oh, man.
I can't believe we just saw that.
That was expensive. Couldn't save the AWP either. Monta's going to have to tap into his bank to get re-equipped. Let's watch all again here. Another one. All 3 headshots, 1 clicks, and 4 taps. So it's not just Simple. Flamey can do it too.
Yeah, that really is expensive.
Sick. Well, that is definitely going to give NaVi a whole lot more room to maneuver with here. Because OG were sitting on a pretty terrifying bank, starting to really get going, and now they've had to spend a whole lot of it thanks to the Flamey's efforts. So he really did have a big impact in that round. And, well, it is going to be NaVi forcing into it. 2 FAMASs, they can afford a few more nades. But OG still trailing with an opportunity to tie it up. 4-3.
Did he just drop his gun? Am I hallucinating?
Mm-hmm.
Can we find out? Is Alexi's B's gun up there? There's a gun right there on the carpet.
Hey, confused.
So
Why did he drop his pistol? It was weighing him down, Anders. He had to be fleet of foot here.
yeah,
He had to move in quick.
Got a bit of a lineup here, but yeah, it's danger on the other side. He's still going to win. Definitely tuned in at the moment, Flamey. Don't want to be throwing this away. 2 versus 4. Don't give them any individual fights. It's still Flamey. He's just hitting the shots so well. And a grenade. Back-to-back quad kills for Flamey. And NaVi on 5 rounds. That's terrifying.
Yeah, you're not pleased right now if you're OG. This is the last thing you want, because if Simple and Electronic start getting into this game in a meaningful way, life's going to get very difficult indeed. Flamey just doing work. But that was also kind of a staggered push from OG, just getting in one after another off the balcony.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, not really just committing in there and trying to cascade onto that bomb site and give themselves some room to maneuver. So, tough one. It means that they have to tap into the rest of their bank. And they're just kind of wondering what OG are going to be capable of here. It is going to be a B hit. There are currently 3 players here for NaVi. They are ready and waiting for this one.
They smoked all of the middle right now, so they have to go before those smokes fade, or none of this is really going to matter. And trying to get through that CT smoke perfecto. Doesn't even need to see anyone. The bullets will do it.
Yeah. Just the ticket.
That's interesting.
Yeah, nice. He's going to get that AK. Well done, Isa.
It's a big gamble when what they did is, right, they smoked catwalk, window, and connector, but they had no one there from OG to check if there was, if any one person from NaVi, isn't behind the smokes, but has just jumped through, they'll just immediately see this isn't a B, push at all, or it's like a mid push at all, and then they could at least call that out and say, well, listen, there's no one in middle, so, be alert on the other side. So that I don't think that's what happened this round, but it's just you've got to put a little bit of, I don't know, you've got to roll the dice if you're OG doing that. I think that's what they just did. So that smoke though was lethal to them. Electronic going down 4-on-3. Round is still in play, even if it was just a 5-on-3. I mean, can't be letting this one go here if you're NaVi. This is one of those rounds that you just have to win. Gonna go for bomb plant, and their teammate in Isa is far across the map, so it's gonna be down to Mantu and Valda to try and do this. He's trying to sneak it behind, but the bomb's already planted. I think he's so far away right now, it's almost ridiculous, but maybe it'll play out in the end. Jungle is where another one of them is, and he's going to be so upset. I'm angry on his behalf. Mantu goes down, and Valda now in window. Isa's got to be wondering what on earth is wrong with Simple. Why is he there?
Yes, and well, before Simple realizes that he's here as well. Bomb's just going to get diffused. Easy peasy. And can Valda make it back for that AWP? No, not quite. Unfortunately, he is not going to do it. So, just an AK. NBK's got enough for a glass cannon if you wanted to really be a team player. That would be quite the sacrifice. But I'm thinking this is going to be a half-buy kind of round for OG. And focus on the next one. NaVi right now are just looking fantastic, aren't they? They've revitalized.
Yeah, they're looking really good. But the score still means they've got to keep the focus too, right? 6-3, like that's absolutely anybody's game. So they should be feeling good, but what they really need to sort of cement this is the economy behind it, and that they haven't really done yet, and maybe even more of a lead. So yeah, I think it's good for now. Like this push to top mid, I've been criticizing now if you're not being aggressive. This is one of the rounds in which they are doing it, so huge thumbs up. Click that like button, whatever.
Click that like button. Subscribe.
Yeah.
Hit the bell for notifications.
Yeah. All whatever it is.
Heard that way too many times.
Boomage is kind of alone in A. This is a long time to be holding middle, I've got to say.
Mitch gonna get traded. Quick plays there from NBK. Chimes in and manages to trade it 4-on-4 now as they move on to the A side. OG will be able to plant. Nice and open. Nearly denied. 1 HP! Plants the bomb with 1 HP. That could make all the difference.
Especially when it then goes down to NBK for the smoke. A bit of a battle there. Man, I can't believe how close it was to Boomich getting away. Nice enough shot. And Mansush said already low on health. He's going to be dropped immediately. NBK, though, catching a little bit of fire here. Second kill of the round for him so far. He's just out battling in the middle of the bomb site. Electronic going to shoot him in the back. It's now Valde out in the open. He sprays. He gets it. Oh, my God. What a double kill. He was so low. I think if Electronic hadn't been falling off the ledge there, he probably takes Valde down immediately. But OG picking up a 4th round. Absolutely critical round for them.
Wild.
Yeah.
Wild stuff. And NBK, man, the natural born killer himself showing up big in that round.
Yeah, that was nice.
His team were desperate. They needed a play, and he showed up with that AK and got the job done. Glad to see Nathan Schmidt once again showing up. But now, well, this is awkward for NaVi. That was a must-win round in terms of economy. Pistols, Kevlar, Simple with a scout, just a force buy into this one, hoping to hold OG off of a tie situation. Oh, man.
Yeah, this is why you would you'd love to call back Flamey for another couple of 1-deeks, but also Simple as a scout. There's some options, but it's pretty thin at the moment. Got to say, that round is just completely different if Boomich, jumps into apartments just in time. It's like he's just half a second too late. Yeah, well, Alexi B in middle, playing it solo, while the rest of the team are setting up for a hit. Boomich not even getting a chance.
Hard life for Boomich. Started strong. Oh, this molly. Oh, has a corner to hide in. Does Valde realize this? Nope. Easy peasy. But he does manage to get one. No, that's actually Alexi B. Taking out the other, but Electronic makes it out with 6 HP. And if he saves that AK, actually, that's going to give NaVi a little bit of firepower for the next round.
You don't think he will?
You don't think he makes it out of this one?
Oh, wait. Did you not know that it was on? I guess he didn't. He thought it was up on Catwalk instead. That's odd.
Electronic knows he's boxed in now, though. Oh, reloading, too. Come on, NBK.
Yeah.
Got a bit expensive.
Probably had a mild heart attack then. 6-5. OG coming back in. The fans are excited. Is that a Vuvuzela that he's got?
He's got a Vuvuzela. 2 of them.
Huge fan. I love it.
There was another one, too.
It's one of my favorite things when they had the World Cup in South Africa. I think it was. I love that.
That's a brilliant idea. The howls of the Vuvuzelas.
I want to believe that they could all just, like, at the same time hit the right frequency and just spawn a black hole and wipe out the entire Earth.
I thought you were going to go for the brown note, but yeah, that works.
I mean, even worse.
Oh,
like,
Electronic.
What a way for it all to end, Everyone thought it'd be nuclear weaponry that would just, but it was...
No, it was a stadium full of events.
20,000 Vuvuzelas at the same time.
Listen, was it worth it getting tinnitus for the World Cup? The Vuvuzela?
I think that's an amazing souvenir. Like, you'll never forget that you were there,
Definitely, yeah, you will be reminded every day. Every waking moment.
What if your tinnitus was the sound of Vuvuzelas?
Hell on earth.
Hope no one is in that unenviable position.
Hey, well, oh, Boomich, that's a painful one.
USPs just don't do that much, do they? When it's even if you hit the headshot, it's still questionable if that would have even been a kill. Perfecto's got a P250 instead, but a lot of targets when the smoke fades or when he comes through, whichever one he chooses. It is going to be OG clearing it all up and evening out this scoreline at 6-6, and I think that is already, going to be looking really good for them. Oh, you would have loved that, but it's not going to be doable. Lexi instead with a triple, and now I think it's more about NaVi getting a little bit of a grip on this game again, reasserting some control.
Yeah, it's really looking like LXCV has had enough time to download them.
Yeah, I agree.
He's starting to figure this out, and this is going to be an awkward situation for NaVi again. There's not that many nades to work with. It's a bit of a, it's around 4,000 across the board. Simple has to go for just a Deagle Kevlar kit.
He's also not like got that many kills, Simple.
No, he has quieted down a little bit here.
I think it's 5 at the moment. So
I think it's Flamey who really had those 2 hero rounds.
Yeah. Speak of
the devil, yeah. But past that, I don't really know. It doesn't seem, because those 2 rounds, I think they're almost worth 4. Because they were huge in impact and really set OG back. But regardless, clever play with the smoke, a little bit of a gap there, and Alexi B gets picked off, so a man advantage for NaVi in this important round. Simple, no longer just a Deagle. He's got an AK in hand, and he is going aggressive. He's going to get so much information here. NBK has no way of knowing. This is... Wow, NBK checks!
Like, Simple cannot know this, but everything there just suggested that if he actually stayed at the off angle instead of in the corner, he just would have had that kill, no problem, but... Fair play to NBK. That is experience shining through and very, very important. So I'd say it's such a good move for Simple as well. And here he goes again, taking down Flavy. Fantastic round. Vector also caught sleeping a bit, and a 3rd kill for NBK. And he's taking over this game right now on the T side. Nearly getting the spray down against Boomich, but he can relax and just wait for the bomb to go down. They're already covering the marketplace over by B, so doesn't have to do anything. And nice little swing. I still don't think Boomich could do this, and I actually partly wonder if it's even worth it. Yeah, now it's definitely better. It's just such a stretch to try and run into the B-bomb side alone and check everything. Still hanging around. I don't know about this.
Not going to happen. Had the angle, couldn't get the trigger. Returned that op. That's a very kind of him. Very considerate.
He did.
He's a good guy, Boomich.
Good thing that weapons aren't soulbound in Counter-Strike. You're from World of Warcraft.
Yeah. That would be messed up. At least it's just a stat track, right?
Maybe you could, like, you could pay 50% more for a gun, and then it was soulbound, so then the other team can't pick it up. But then it costs more. I'm not advocating this, Valve. Stop listening.
Oh, Valve watching a pro match of CS. Come on, dude.
I know. We do give them a lot of grief, don't we?
Yeah.
It's tradition.
Every now and again they deserve it.
Yeah. But I also just feel like it's just what we do now. They shouldn't take it personally, Look at who's sneaking out. Boomich. Again, NaVi with... I mean, it's such a shame that it's with a CC, and like, it's not a round where they have more, but I like these rounds. I don't understand why NaVi don't do them more when they actually have rifles. He's going to get essentially a free kill here on Valde. And how much do... Well, OG aren't even... This is if they were in, closer to a bomb site, I'm sure they would have loved to have reacted fairly quickly. But they were kind of stretched out. Still looks like they're going to go catwalk into B, and there's 3 people waiting. This could get interesting.
Yeah, there's Issa. Taking up the 1. Perfecto up close to the CZ75. And there it is. Simple showing up. A round that, well, is not done yet. They have taken a lot of damage. Perfecto, the healthiest one here for NaVi. But Mantu's got that bomb.
Wow.
Wow. What?
Didn't even need to see anything. So, it's pretty impressive.
I'm just trying to think of that Draper meme. When it comes to the Valve devs. Hold on.
I've missed this meme. You're look it up. Yeah, I appreciate that. 7-7, 15th round. It's all tied up once again. NaVi fans are still with us.
Yeah. No, it's the guy in the elevator, where he's like, I feel bad for you. And Don Draper's like, I don't think about you at all. To me, that's kind of the CS devs, it's like, we're just like, yeah, CS devs, oh my god. And CS devs are over there just printing money, like, I don't think about you at all.
Oh, Boomich, that's a nice lineup. Big double. He's been trying to play that for a while, and this time it definitely worked out. 4 versus 3, simple. Not a smoke, but he still doesn't need to see anything. Could still take down Valde on pure timing. Man 2 on the late CP, 2 on 4, and that's simple, just hunting for him. He looks so careless, like not even scared at all. 8-7 in the first half here at Mirage. Definitely an interesting beginning to the second map. We'll go to a break, and then we'll be back with the second one. Stay tuned. What have they got? P250 picked up one simple, ready to try and melt some people.
It was on this map that he annihilated.
Yeah.
In the pistol. Oh, wow, look at this from OG. Straight through underpass, hoping for a B play. It's not going to be the case. It's out on A already. Issa, that would have been beautiful. He could have had a headshot to kick things off. And some spotted jungle as well. XCB trying to back off, trying to play it safe. He barely survives. 7 health, and the bomb is already planted.
That's really lightning fast, isn't it? And it's out towards the middle of the map as well, so everyone here in jungle could do a lot. Perfecto hitting some crisp headshots. Electronic finally going down. But OG definitely at a disadvantage so far in the pistol round. Flamey with a bit of a drive-by, and Simple will get his say as well with the P250. Well, the only one he's going to get, but Alexi with 7 health and a kit, there's really no point in even trying, is there? I mean, you're never going to be able to defuse for that long. They're watching it from so many different angles, so...
He has a headshot there.
Yeah, but even then, I mean, he was being flanked as well. Flamey coming in there, it's too much. I don't know, saving the kit maybe also a little bit of a stretch. Regardless, nice round out of NaVi. Gotta appreciate that.
Interesting. Wait, no, that was yesterday, sorry. Ring me today. Oh, still pretty much the exact same pick ban.
A little bit of a repeat, yeah.
Nuke is 3rd, so we'll see if we make it that far today. It's looking good for NaVi. They are fired up right now. Both pistols, if I'm not mistaken, going the way of NaVi, yes. That certainly helps things. If they lose it now, that is a real reason for NaVi to get somewhat miffed with themselves.
Single flashbang in the middle. All of OG were in the middle too. They were really, really hoping for an engagement there. Gonna be using it in the bomb site anyway. Flash through, and I think they're gonna get slaughtered coming through this. An MP5 in action. Fine. I still like the fact that OG wanted to try that. Much prefer that than the weird, you know, default spread out with USPs and nothing else. So, credit to them, and credit to NaVi for not losing anyone, and getting up to 10-7. And OG will be able to buy in this one. So, not the most perfect buy, but probably good enough to do some damage, especially because NaVi have held onto the MP7, the Mac-10, the MP5. Yeah, this could be a real good fight out of OG here in the 18th round.
Curious to see. We're going to have that short smoke go down fairly early here by the looks of things, as well as a window smoke. Alexi B manages to make the jump across. He was there with the AUG as well. Really hoping for some aggression, but that's just not going to happen. NaVi throwing those smokes and just leaving it open, leaving mid unoccupied.
He's going to have so much information behind that. He will already call it back saying, yeah, there's no one here. Now, Boomich has got into that smoke. I need to know how that happens. He has to jump, and he's going to get caught anyway, but how did he get there?
How did he get there? Yeah.
Like, you would have to run up to Tetris, jump over while what? Valder was snuck in behind the boxes and never even heard of him? I'm very confused.
What just happened to Simple?
Got killed by MBK somewhere. No, up in the hallways it seems, up B hallways. So, guess just a regular fight, off the camera somewhere. That happens. 45 seconds. NaVi waiting for a mistake. They'd love OG to come look, and maybe a chance here. Alexi B. Molotov's behind him and not touching him at any point. Flamey disappointed for sure. But again, why give them anything? I know head armor surely there on XCB. He went down quick to the MP7. 25 seconds though. I mean, what do you do? Yeah, you could run for the B-bomb site, but one single bit of a hiccup here, and you're not even going to have that much time to try and put the bomb down. Not one yet. Oh my god, it's Electronic with 2 kills on the AUG, and they just run it like it's nothing. That should never happen. That's so confusing.
Might be shaking my head a little bit there with how that panned out. I mean, well played by Electronic. Just keeping an eye on him as well.
It's almost like OG, because the time was so low, that they just thought, well, probably NaVi just saving then. And then like, oh, the way they're not saving.
Yeah, the focus.
Like, what's going on here? That was very confusing.
And now NaVi are going to get 11 rounds. They get a second crack at it. This is so fortunate for NaVi. Had they lost this, well, now let's see. Do they even trying to get out of here? It looks like they do. Electronic's going to get one. I mean, Issa gets both. He can recover that AUG. Doesn't seem like he's going to. Decides to back off and save instead.
It's fine. I mean, he's getting a little bit of revenge for after losing the round. But that should be an OG round every single day.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Feels at the beginning. Electronic. Oh, that was a filthy shot.
But even Alexi, you know, peeking that with no head armor into the MP7 in the middle, it starts there, essentially. Because they were playing real far behind.
Well, this, I mean, at least because they saved those Gem 4s, they've got a reasonable buy. NaVi had filthy money, so they are going to be bought up. NBK. Looks like Perfecto was able to pick up on the fact that, yeah, there was a big rush into Underpass. And in the meantime, Simple drops Issa on the A site. NaVi, they are having an impeccable T side right now on Mirage.
Yeah, and I mean, they're happy, fine, if you want to push that way, we're just going to take over the A bomb site. And, you know, as long as we do it in a reasonable time, you can't really get back here. So I think it's all working out. Boomich going to be smoking off the connector for his team to start to make their way into the site and actually put the bomb down. And they're falling back. I think OG know there is absolutely no point in throwing these rifles away. And I agree. That's going to be 12 rounds for NaVi. I understand. I actually like the aggression out of NBK. I don't understand the part where he runs all the way up the stairs, like, you know, fully like the whole way, because that's so audible, right?
Mm-hmm.
Smoking it off is also kind of a fun twist. I mean, that, you know, that's, if they didn't know, then they definitely know you're there now. And I guess they were just trying to apply some pressure in some form or other. They're going to be saving their guns regardless. So 5-round gap opening up here between OG and NaVi. And OG seems to have calmed down a little bit now.
They're cooling off.
Yeah. They also don't have all the weapons they want. That is for sure. But
well, this round, I mean, it should be all right because now Mountu could, for example, can drop a rifle right on over. SB can drop as well. So they should have a pretty strong buy. But right now it's about OG. I think, yeah, this is a good time to call a timeout. You need to sit and maybe have a moment to breathe.
Yeah, start to get this a little bit more warmed up.
Yeah, because it's just been going against you through and through.
Valda's been doing a good job, and I mean, it's not like they're not showing up on the scoreboard at all. But
it's a series of bad beats, right, as well? Because I mean, like the pistol, OG go for the gamble, underpass rush towards B, right?
Yeah.
And nobody's there. NaVi go A. So that just sucks because that's just like a hard counter on the strat, or at least an auto lose in a sense. Second round, they go for the stack mid, nothing, right? Because NaVi just dry walk out onto A. And there's just been a series of unfortunate events for OG. So yeah, I guess it is a good time to take a timeout and just be like, right, shake it off. We've had some bad beats here, but we're not done. We're not out of this. We're still fragging.
Yeah, pushing to and up into B hallways. Again, this is everything that I enjoy about OG CT side. I think this is what they need to do. Now, whether or not they're going to be successful is another thing, because Perfecto is so ready for this, and he'll take one down, could definitely win that fight. Going to be the M4 picked up instead by MBK, but yeah, that was nicely read by Perfecto. And that's also good to see NaVi, you know, realizing and coming to terms with the fact that that is how OG have been playing it. Boomich again, he was sneaking in over at the Tetris boxes. Now he snuck all the way into B through middle. He is just so hard to predict, and you can't see anyone. They walk right past each other. There's at least going to be MBK, but man, they're all rotating out. Boomich is going to be calling it in, saying, this is an empty bomb site, guys. So close, yeah. He's going to get the kill. He's finally saying, you know what, end it. And I think OG is saving. Saying that's
Once
it.
again, yeah.
Yeah.
Who's over there? I think it's Flamey. He's playing over. Yeah, Flamey's gonna get spotted.
Think about Boomich being able to do this, and it is not. I mean, these 2 rounds are not the only examples. I actually think this is one of the things that he does really well, and it must be so frustrating to play against. And then there are whole games, whole best of 3s where it just disappears. Like, you know, he's never sent on those missions. He's never really trying it. And he does the same on the CT side, right? Like, it's not just when he's on the T side. I just think he's got such an unpredictable game style that I think fits really well with the rest of NaVi when they use it, and sometimes they don't. So then it obviously is not going to be a fact. 13-7.
Ooh. Well, at least they're making it just a little bit more expensive here for NaVi. Gonna have to spend some of that cash. A little bit too much. Asa has got the weirdest way of holding his mouse. You notice that?
How is he holding it?
Like he has half of his forearm on the desk, and then he kind of pincer grips it.
Oh, the claw?
Yeah.
I'll never figure out how people do that.
But he's got no... Dude, that's got to kill his shoulder. He's got no support for his elbow. Huh.
You know what? Once you've adapted a style, right?
True. I don't know how
change.
Swag's fingers still function. Have you seen pictures of how he holds his mouse?
Yeah. Yeah. He can hire someone to fix it, can't he? Buy a new hand or something. A couple of years, that'll all be going to be fine. Robot hand.
I wonder how many of the players have got their arms and hands insured now. Device was doing it years ago. I bet you they've done it as well. Like some of these players have definitely put some money into it.
It would make sense, yeah. Sure, that happens on a bunch of different levels. Ooh, and to that, like it should have been a free kill. Boomich, he's still fragging and finally going to be going down. But I mean, he should have had no kills. He should have been dead immediately then. That distracted like 3 or 4 players to look to middle. Now it's a good job that Valda turns around to take down Flamey. Mantu there, low on health, but doesn't even matter. Drops Perfecto in the middle of the site, and that's a pretty good recovery. I actually thought that was going to spiral out of control when they were all in middle as of Boomich. All right. Still playing, I guess. 2 on 4. They cannot give this away, OG.
Electronic is just... He is actually fighting so hard right now. Maybe Simple isn't sitting at the top of the scoreboard, but I mean, Flamey and Electronic, this has been their map. And Electronic was doing work in the last on Dust 2 as well, but now let's see. Simple, 1v3, pinned on the site, and soon to be caught in the open. No, we have 1 HP on Mantle, unfortunately.
Yeah, they're just going to group up on him. Again, if you could get out and try to sort of fight his way into a bit of a position, it would be different, but they're just everywhere at the moment, so a single missed shot. Not even going to get that off. It's Alexi to take him down instead. OG with an 8th round. Nice recovery. I thought that could have gone bad a couple of different ways, but Mantu finding some relevancy even after getting tagged up that badly is also nice.
Well, now we've got 2 AKs as well as the AWP. Now OG have got that firepower. No longer do they have any excuses, Anders. This is it. Fully bought up. Fancy guns. Ghetto guns. I mean, I don't know. AKs, they're pretty... I mean, they're pretty much like the rifle, aren't they? Or for a while there.
Yeah, they're on the cheap side. I think we can. That's fair to say. I think in the real world it costs about $600. So that's really not that much.
Yeah, if you happen to live in the States.
Yeah, well, I think that's like the global average or something. I checked it one time for God knows what reason.
It's not like you can get them in Denmark.
Cannot. Definitely cannot. AK wouldn't be my. I've tried firing AK in some range in Atlanta, and I did not.
It is a bit bumpy, isn't it?
Yeah, not a big fan, I'll be honest. 22nd round, and we've got an AWP on Mantu, got an AWP on Simple as well. This is where the battle surely is going to be, because, again, I mean, NaVi still have some money, but OG, they need to turn this around, start to feel confident at CT side. It's like they're going through some of the motions of like this mid-aggression, the B hallways, like they still have the same ideas, but something isn't clicking quite yet, and I'm sure like a couple of 1 rounds and some more money and like, they'll get back into life. I think OG could still absolutely win this game. But yeah, they need to string some more rounds together here, or it's going to be too late.
It'll be lights out. But this is the best chance that they've got. Fully bought up, all the guns, including AKs. You got to do it now. And unfortunately, Simple just doesn't miss, man. Doesn't matter if he's blind.
Yeah.
He wasn't even blind then.
Yeah, he was. I mean, he was like mildly flashed or something like that, but it wasn't really enough. So, nice idea. I mean, flashbang at the top mid, it's definitely really cool. It's just that there was no other focus of any kind really being taken away there. So, I don't think they were too worried, NaVi. And so far, it's looking like a flawless round, and they're still taking their time.
Yeah,
which is good. Good news. Tricky. What would you ensure, Semler, for your job? Can you ensure your voice? Is that possible? I don't know how that works.
That would have to be.
I'm sure opera singers do.
Yeah. Vocal cords.
Not to make any comparisons. I don't know to how your singing is.
Dude,
But.
no, I mean, it's getting better. I'm practicing more these days. But, I mean, that is pretty much what those guys do, right? Like singers.
Sure, yeah, it must be.
Commentary is what we do. It's kind of the same kind of thing. One of those fights, I think it was TWC, sat next to a lead singer and asked him for a bunch of tips on how he warms up for shows.
Yeah.
And been using those for a good long while. So it just definitely.
I did say, but I got my wife is really good at singing, so she taught me. Cool.
It is cool. It's I mean that's the thing actually when you come to Scandinavia as well, is that in Sweden, for example, you have songs that you sing at meals.
Yeah.
You know, there's actual culture, whereas it feels like you know, a lot of other countries you just don't really have songs like that. That's not a thing. It's interesting. So Swedes can sing.
Yeah. Well, we'll get into it later. A lot of good Swedish bands that like Swedish music. Anyway, I'm sure I could not get insured. I end up in hospital every other year for random reasons. An insurance company look at that and say, you know what?
This guy.
Forget about this. 23rd round. 14-8 the scoreline. Money on NaVi. It's a bit less than it was, but it's still there. It's almost 10,000 on Perfecto, almost 5,000 on Simple, 5,000 on Flamey. That's enough to still stay dangerous for a while. OG, though, on the other hand, not so much so. They have put more or less everything into this, and that is a little bit scary. The round loss bonus is absolutely massive, but OG have only won one round in the second half. I actually forgot about that. Mm-hmm. I just memory hold that. That's a problem. That's not a good sign at all.
Yeah, memory holding things in general, not the best.
Well, it depends, doesn't it? You use it selectively. It could be
Good
great.
point.
Get all the bad things. What is this? 30 seconds left. They're still in the middle. NaVi. They have a history of messing rounds like these up in horrific fashion, and I still have trauma from watching those rounds. So I'm getting nervous right now. I can feel it coming. LXCB does go down, and boom, which is there as well. And suddenly it works out, and they get every single one. It looks so perfectly timed. They didn't screw it up. I was nervous for no reason. They're going to get a 15th round here.
We're going to get a 15th round, and I've got a strong feeling that we're going to nuke Anders.
That is looking increasingly likely, yes.
Yeah. This is definitely looking like a nuke scenario to me. A third mapper. And we will have had all 6 maps to finish the last day of this group, so there we go.
That's what we like. We want to make sure that we find the best possible contestants, so test them on all maps. Let's do best of 7 double elimination all the way through. Group stage all the way into the finals.
Should be able to play all 7 maps, right?
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Just go for it. We'll do a marathon type session. Just keep playing.
If we start at 7 in the morning, I'm fine with that.
Like a Le Mans kind of thing where
exactly.
we just play Counter-Strike, 48 hours, however long it goes. Just keep going.
Just keep going. Never stop. Never give up. Well, right now,
same casters, same analysts.
Sure. I mean, if we start early enough in the morning, I'm down.
Well,
you know, just get up, get breakfast.
Same casters, same analyst, same pay.
Yeah. Maybe just go for a jog, and get some coffee, and you're good to go, right?
All right. Well, we'll see if someone takes us up on that thing.
Not the same pay part.
50-8 right now. OG, for whatever reason, it's such a mystery to me what's happened here, because again, here they are in middle with a cool 3-man take off the middle. They're not finding any of the NaVi players, but I think these are all the things that I really enjoy, but it's not working. NaVi certainly aren't taking them up on that mid-fight for now. Boomage gonna go straight into it, and NaVi not pouncing on that at all. I mean, they weren't close enough, maybe, but at least OG could start to gravitate back to the B-bomb site. We'll see MBK smoking off, ready to catch Electronic with the help of LXCB. As he comes out of the window, and now we've really been slowed down. This is looking so good for OG. A chance here to at least get up to 9. Not bad.
Not bad. Hey, 6 rounds in a row on CT side Mirage is possible. Especially if you can keep putting an impact on the money here for NaVi. I mean, obviously, by the end of it, they'll have money buy, but the bank is going to get used up quite a bit here on the NaVi side after this round. And if OG can get some confidence, if they can start kind of winging it, maybe, you know, stop feeling the pressure, just get in there, have some fun, pick some heads.
Ooh, canceling out the smoke with the Molotov there, creating a bit of a space in the window. That's a cool little move. Yeah, you see.
Yeah, Simple getting toasted there for a second. I was hoping that somebody would go for that jump. Instead, it's going to be Perfecto waiting for MBK. A delayed push to top mid. This could be fun.
Yeah, surely gonna get flashed in, isn't he? Although Electronic walking up right behind him there. Not quite checking it. He was looking a little bit all over the place. Simple gets one more kill, but does it really matter at this point in time? It's a 2-on-4, and Valde crouching in with the kill on the AK-47 to take him down at top mid. That's the bomb as well. It's going to be 10 rounds for OG, surely.
It's looking pretty likely, Anders. It's looking pretty good for them. And NaVi, not a real hope of getting a bomb plant in this situation. I like that, man. Dude, Flamey is dialed in on this map right now.
Yeah.
22 frags for Flamey. I mean, he's looking better and better.
40 seconds.
He gets another kill here, and that's going to be annoying for OG. Their money isn't terrific.
Yeah, but neither is NaVi. I mean, that AK probably, yeah. But you're right. I mean, it definitely would be kind of devastating if he started losing more rifles, and he's still got 20 seconds, so sure, maybe he's going to try and see if he could just stumble into someone. You never know if you catch someone looking the wrong way. Don't really blame him for at least giving it a shot here, but yeah. Doesn't actually want to go into the middle. Fair play. 10 rounds OG. Need another 5 in a row after this. It can absolutely be done. You heard that drop down and the rifle being dropped. Oh, it's close. But not going to happen. Here we go. 26th round. Orb picked up or stolen in that last round. So Mantu's going to have that again. Now they aren't going to have that much to work with. They're going to have Flamey on the AK. Maybe just stick to that. Don't see any reason for buying up too much in this round if you're NaVi, because you just need one more round. I mean, you can either get it with with random upgraded pistols or with the full buy later on. Yes. I'm voting for the full buy.
You're voting for the full buy? Yeah, I think we're all on board with that full buy. Why futz about? Just get it done. Yeah, that's Simple still just waiting. He's been successful in getting tags over towards that B side of things, but it is going to be the movement to underpass with that bomb. Still have Electronic lurking on ramp, exactly. And with 5 players alive for NaVi and a few flashes, it's looking likely. Going to get that pick.
Putting Simple right out of it. Everything is on that one AK. Some pressure on Flamey. He's been playing very well at the moment, but he's spotting it out. Flashbang. They're getting close up. There's Perfecto. Cruising into the bomb site, taking down Iza. Flamey with a kill on Valde. Now everyone's getting nervous at the moment. Mansu's going to get that one, but Alexi still goes down. Flamey has already found 2 kills with that one AK-47. And, oh no, bomb plant! Boomich getting interrupted. Flamey's down next. All they needed was this cover. And now it's a one-on-one. Mantu snuck in towards jungle. I don't think... Yeah, the Electronic has no idea. He's not thinking about it yet. Surely he will soon, but if he doesn't, he could walk right into the shot. And yeah, I think now it's dawning on him that he's actually not in that position. This is real interesting. He's still got the P250 out. Someone must have called it that Mantu's low.
Definitely saw the dink. Definitely saw that helmet shot, that little spark fly, and so he seems to know. Now over the top, easy peasy. Electronic keeps his cool and locks it down for NaVi. 16-10 the final score on Mirage, and that means we're going to get a 3rd map, which is Nuke. We were denied Nuke yesterday, Anders.
Not now.
So we're going to get it today. We're going to get 2 to Nuke. We haven't really seen OG on Nuke, but we have seen NaVi on Nuke, and NaVi looked pretty good. But we have seen NaVi on Nuke, and NaVi looked pretty good.
Yeah, they did. See if they could continue. Simple, thinking better of it. Looked like he wanted to go for an even more aggressive move there. Just Alexi taking a bit of damage. There are two P250s on the other side, so you can't be feeling too secure in that USP at all. Don't want to be underestimating that huge, giant gap, and Simple will snipe away at one. Valde out there, and he nearly goes down. Valde has the smoke and the bomb, so this is a real issue. This is a real big issue.
I think Simple realized it too. He is ruthless. Did he realize? I think he realized that Valde was alone.
I mean, the fact that they're down there means nothing as long as Valde is up here. They forgot the most important part.
And it's not even Valde. It's the bomb.
Yeah.
Sorry, Valde.
Yeah, well, it's nothing personal, you know, it's just how it is. Oh, man. Well, they have 50 seconds to hope for a mistake from NaVi. And certainly if one of them sort of walks into a fight here and at least they can, you know, get a kill in return, that'd be the start. But MBK is also put to sleep. And Valde almost getting fouled. Oh, my God, it's so disgusting. He saw it coming. You know he did that. He knew exactly what he was doing. He actually just baited him into that.
How good does it feel?
If
you're Simple right there.
There just are really, there's really no one in the world that's at that level. It's so outrageous. Very cool to see. Flamey taking down Alexi B at the end, and a round that never really got off the ground here.
No, that was brutal.
They never really made it. No ignition similar.
Just so clean, Anders. I don't really know. I think that's just OG. You got to shake it off.
Yeah.
And forget about it, right? Valde got a kill. Wasn't a total disaster. He's actually going to spend a little bit of that bonus money that he got on a flash, and we'll see what the setup is here. Anti-rush nades going down from NaVi, though.
A lot of people jumping up right into the MP9. And it's actually the FAMAS getting a couple of kills there on Perfecto and then on Electronic, so that's fine. They're going to go for it. No armor out here. And Boomich low on health. Didn't want to throw the gun away for no reason. Flamey will show up with his, and it'll be pretty good.
Would be cool to see Flamey keep up this level. Right? He's been looking real good individually. Yes. Mirage, he hard carried. He had 2 monster rounds and then pretty much maintained a very high level throughout the rest of the map. So nice to see that Simple is capable of sharing the spotlight a little bit. Or I guess the team, his teammates just have to wrench it away from him. But, that's also a good thing.
It motivates everyone, right? Competition is the way forward after all. So, 3rd round here. Got the wall of smoke set up outside. Simple's running all the way back. I don't think they actually spotted him. And what a flick! It's so quick. And he's going to, well, not even no scope. He's just going to quick scope Alexi B down. Just a one-man army. What do you even do if you're up against that? Like, what is the plan?
Oh, no. Nearly gets a second one as well. Matu's a dead man. And this is all on Valde now. 1v4. That must be a really fun part of the map for Simple. If you think about it, right? You have so many options in Yard. You just go everywhere. Do all the things. If you're hitting shots, everything is possible. It's got to be a real fun place for him to be.
Certainly looked like he was enjoying himself. But it's so obscene to be watching. This is all... What happened?
He's so fast.
Can we get it in slow? Can we get one of those 3,000 FPS cameras to record some of these things?
Yeah, you see there's Alexi V. What can you do but chuckle?
So quick.
Thank you very much, production. Good looking out.
Yeah. Deagles, P250s, grenades. They're going to try and go right down and put the bomb down. The bomb made it, but Alexi B did not. Last time they forgot the bomb behind. This time the bomb is in front of them. We've got the reverse problem here, OG.
Can they get down there at some point? Smoke goes in, and now we got to see Perfecto. Is he about to get rushed down? He's got Simple backing him up, so shouldn't be the end of the world. Man. Oh. That's interesting.
Little bait jump, that's not bad. Simple definitely knew it was coming. Oh, he's going to be pulling out the USP instead. Oh, and Isa was right on top. That's a bit of a shame. He definitely could have maybe had that kill on Simple, but didn't work out in his favor. 4-0 in favor of NaVi. Again, I think this map could be at least somewhat T-sided if you get off to a good start, which is not what is happening to OG. MBK and LXCB both have 0 kills, and the other 3 between them have 4 kills. So some things are lacking.
Yeah, they aren't quite clicking ever since the first map of this series on Dust 2, where, I mean, it looked like OG really had a game plan, like they were clicking.
Yeah.
Here, however, and on Dust and on Mirage as well, I mean, it's kind of looked like OG are... Oh, wow. Boomage. That would have been really sick. Thought he was going to go for the knife. Just straight up hero in there.
I don't think he realized he was in front, because he would have grenaded him. He threw the grenade into the door, so he probably just wasn't quite aware. Yeah, we talked about what NaVi wanted to keep going, and we were worried about like burnout because they the break in between, all the rest of it. They seem like they're the ones that have just more fuel in the tank at the moment. And OG, I don't know what it is, but it's gonna have to change pretty soon. Simple. Ooh, nice little crouch in from Isa to take him down, just swinging wide enough to avoid the shot. That is very, very good. They do not have smoke to put the bomb down. I mean, you don't have to, but it does make it a little bit more complicated if you want to go for this B hit. They do have the bomb back in the back in the vent there, so could also be that they're not going to try and do that. Flamey, I think they already walked up behind him, didn't they? Or at least nearly. Hasn't seen anyone yet. Now he's going to have a very interesting position. An easy kill on Mantu, but can't find an immediate follow-up. The bomb is being planted back here, and at least they're going to get that. Nice shot from Isa. He's at it again with the AK.
Open it up. Man advantage for OG going into this post-plant. And, well, NaVi, they've got control of ramp, as we can see. 2 players there ready to take those long-range fights. If Boomage can come up with something here, that would be fantastic. But him dying, I think, seals the deal here. Electronic is going to get that parting shot, but without any nades, I mean, how do you even get onto the bomb site, let alone take these fights? So NaVi now, unfortunately for them, it was really looking like they were just getting that iron grip going. But OG are going to get on the board fairly early on this half on the T side of Nuke.
Yeah, they managed to match them together. I mean, Isa with some really fantastic AK work, that helped them out quite a bit. And yeah, I think that's really critical what you were pointing out, can't just let NaVi lock down the whole first stretch here. So good that they managed to find their way out. And take it down Simple, proving he's mortal.
He is mortal after all.
Yeah, you can fight him and win.
He bleeds.
There we go. 6th round coming up. And still some money on both teams. Right now we still have a little bit of a bank going on. Oh, that's a nice grenade. But yeah, it was was that from a teammate? But it wasn't. I was just confused. Oh, he's here so quick. He's walking obviously to make noise, but this is way faster than most people would normally check for anyone being here.
All the way through as well.
Yeah.
And now on the other side, Flamey, full flash. Trying to drop down. Blinded, just not a chance. And oh man, the information gained. NBK can open it up completely. Boomage caught in the open. Simple, not going to hit his shot either. What is going on? Point Blank will get the second one, but it is Velda to trade, and this is now down to Electronic and Perfecto, and make that just Perfecto. And a 1v4, his teammates all dying around him, and back-to-back baller rounds here from OG, just slamming NaVi.
What slowed down Flamey that much?
It looked like he got stuck running into the wall. Yeah.
Maybe he got tagged, but it seemed like as he landed, he got slowed again.
Might have hurt himself. Twisted an ankle.
Could be. Maybe I'm confused. But anyway, yeah, they hunted him down and then just spiraled out of control. Nice hit. Good job on OG. 2nd round on the board. And, yeah. No, seems like, are they good to go? It's hard to say.
Yeah, it looks like we're good to go.
Yeah, all right, fair enough.
Just a slight hiccup, but right back into the thick of things, guys.
That sort of round really should be that should be a wake-up call to NaVi. Things have been going well, but for them to win around in that fashion, OG, I just feel like that should probably not be happening. So a little bit more focus, a little bit more alertness, and I think they could avoid that kind of loss at least. Like CB discovered that, why not? It wasn't, discovered last time. Do it again. Slight twist though. Oh, he's going to find it electronic. That is a heart attack moment.
That's wild.
Like, did he just teleport there? What's going on?
This is going to take down Flamey, and Alexi B finds Boomage. This is big. 2-man advantage now for OG in this key round. And this is all of NaVi's money used as well. So Simple's got that op. Fantastic, but Perfecto's only got a deagle.
That's some strong work out of Alexi B. Just on his own.
He can hit shots after all.
Well, especially when you sneak right up into the face of electronic out there. Like that can definitely be done. They weren't even, none of them really remotely aware of the possibility. So that's some really interesting spy work that he's got going on out there. Simple off with the AWP somewhere, and obviously Perfecto here with the deagle. Well, we'll have to jump down, but I'm not going to be able to find anyone just yet. So, third round for OG. Now, suddenly, they're making it look incredibly good. Good try for some damage, maybe enough for a kill. He did not have a kit or anything, so that kind of danger was not really at hand. Nearly tying it up. NaVi also stumbling a bit, and then stumbling a bit more.
Yeah, it's very weird, isn't it? Perhaps these are just LXCB getting some reads out in the yard. Yeah. What can you do? You get caught like that, it's just, you're going to get shocked.
Yeah, and you're going to feel so played, aren't you?
Yeah, you are, and now it's a question of, okay, Alexi B is showing that he's willing to get very aggressive out here in the yard.
Wow.
Oh, the run boost, that was clean.
Amazing acrobatics. The smoke is going to make it a little bit tough, and he has to worry about the silo as well, so the longer he stays out here, the more troublesome it's going to be. I mean, he gets the kill, but he's going to get revenge. I still think that is all worth it. That looks so cool.
That was very cool. Very gentlemanly as well. NBK with the nice shot, Simple with the thank you.
Who shot Isa? Teammate? Blood is on the container.
Couldn't tell you.
CSI evidence suggests that it was coming from this angle.
Clearly need to enhance.
Yeah. Got the blood spatter analysis coming any minute, guys. The rest of them don't have anything. Boomage does have a Zeus. That could be fun. But doubtful if it could win them the round, which is kind of what they are looking for. Also, when you do that, by the way, I mean, obviously the orb is lost up there, right? You getting that back is a bit of a dream, so that's what you just
it's kind of an all or nothing course. But I'm guessing that's the thing, is they're just thinking, okay, Alexi's going to be quick, he's going to be aggressive, we need to be quick, we need to be aggressive.
I mean, you feel like as soon as that smoke goes down that blocks it, it would maybe be better to call it off, because again, even if it wasn't Mantu getting that shot, they've got to worry about the silo. Nice enough shot, and oh, follow-up, what's going on? The USP double taps to the face, and that's enough. Mantu, though, incredible work to bring it back. It's still 2-on-2, and they got to worry a little bit here. 16 seconds left. Mantu going down into it. That's the bomb dropping now at 13 seconds, and Alexi has told him he has to keep going, otherwise he's never going to get to the bomb site. And now it's Flamey, 1 versus 1 against Alexi P. Nice idea of just dropping the Molotov behind him. And Flamey walking in on the other side, opening the door. He definitely knows where he is. He's got the armor. He's got everything going for him here. And now a little bit of positional advantage, and he'll take him down. Good double kill. Alexi saving this team round after round. But that was way, way too close.
Dude, he started planning with just enough time to get that bomb down. You could not cut that any closer.
No, you really can't. I thought for a second he was going to give up running, and that's not even an option. But they should have. I mean, they should have been winning this round without almost any casualties. That's kind of horrific.
What a round!
Yeah.
Not only Boomage with a sick play, but then Mantu bringing it back. Clutch from Alexi B.
Yeah.
What a way to tie it up. 4-4. Well, OG showing that they've got some fight. They are not done yet.
This is so bold. He's out here electronic with no smoke. People Molotov this position on a fairly regular basis just out of caution, and if that happens, he's just dead immediately. So looks like they're not doing that right now. They're sort of just walking out of there. Next time they... Oh, no! Isa showing up to bodyguard his friend.
Simple still here, though, and always a factor.
Alexi just... There's a mind game between these two now. Simple knows. But He's not been given any sign. Boomage ready to stand up, sees one, and again, good refrag coming in there. They're so crisp at that right now, OG. He's seen the gun barrel? I don't know if he is. Oh, and the timing
No way.
is unbelievable. There we go. Finally pays off, but Valder and MBK are still alive, and they still have about 45 seconds, so not over yet.
Oh, so sick. What is this game, Anders? That was baller. NBK. And now Simple rotating down, not going to find a target. It's, oh, never mind, Velda getting caught, however, but that gives NBK valuable information. Perfecto, blitzed in the face. And now Simple versus NBK. Who gets this?
I mean, the Molotov is going to force MBK's hand, right? Like, he has to make some assumptions. No kit on Simple, so this kill has to be quick, and instead it's Nathan with a quad kill at the end of it. The way that he just rolled into that bomb site, he's been really, really on point. It's good to see this level of MBK coming back. A pause being called for. Apparently Valor was crashing after he died, so I guess that could happen. But 4 to 5 at the moment here. OG now in the lead. And NaVi's economy is suffering all the more for it.
You just can't help but hold your breath in these situations. These clutches are so close. 12 HP on NBK versus Simple. I mean, that was just out. That was out there, man. Yeah, and Elixir. This is gonna get them so hype on OG's side that you managed to pull off 2 of those massive plays.
Yeah, it definitely will.
Are we gonna get them back? Okay, countdown's back in action. We're good to go.
Quick fix. We like it.
I like it. And, well, OG in the lead. It has been 4 rounds in a row for NaVi, followed by 5 rounds in a row for OG. So OG officially on fire here at Blast Premier. And this is the 3rd map of this best of 3 as well. We've gone 6 maps tonight. All out. Nothing but the good stuff.
Like it.
Dude, NaVi have gone 6 maps tonight.
Yeah.
That's a grind.
It's a full program, isn't it?
Yeah.
Perfecto. Quick little peek there. They're going to try and do a lobby crunch, it seems. Which I love those lobby crunches, but you need someone to crunch in there. Otherwise, you're just meeting in lobby with your friends.
Yeah. I mean,
it's nice. I mean, if there's a vending machine, you can get some snacks or something.
Yeah, how does it crunch if there's nothing to crunch against?
Doesn't work that well, does it? Sandwich with, nothing in between.
One slice of bread. Not even.
Yeah.
Just one bun. Where does it just keep traveling forever? No.
It's getting real philosophical here. Right?
It's like the tree that falls in the woods, you know?
Is it still a sandwich if there's only one side? What if you fold it in on itself, Samler, and like do it that way?
Oh man,
it's got real deep all of a sudden here.
Is it still a sandwich? Issa manages to take down Perfecto though. So man advantage, a lot of damage dealt to OG. They are not out of the woods yet. A perfect flash, flaming the way. He had a chance, but he is not able to capitalize on it.
There's so many flashbangs that he tried his best to turn around, but they kept coming.
Oh man, Alexi just walks into electronic. And so Simple now alone.
Deagle and all.
Man on a mission.
It's going to be 6 in a row now for OG. And after this, I mean, they're going to have the round loss bonus and the money. They will be able to buy. That's something for NaVi, but I wonder what it is that's sort of specifically that's gone wrong here. Some of the tricks they had from Simple earlier with the orb outside, they were cool, but even for Simple, I mean, eventually OG are going to be more and more careful. They're going to use more flashbangs. They're going to check all the corners, right? Like that, it does become more difficult to keep that up. They've had a lot of success, OG, winning the battle at ramp. So that's something to think about. And then generally just getting down the secret stairs a lot. Let's see if NaVi have a trick to try and deal with it. Orb is certainly back in the hands of Simple for the 11th round. It'd be nice for NaVi to, dip their feet back into winning here. too much action outside. Simple going to be the one to dive eventually, the Orc and the Eagle. And that's about the chance spray, but Boomich got by far the worst of it. Dealt out 8 damage, took 98.
Yeah, it took 98 damage. Alexi is not putting up with your shenanigans.
It's also AK versus M4 at that point in time, you know. Gotta be careful.
762 versus 556. And well, right now, I mean, it is going to be yard control. That's the name of the game here for OG as they move on through. They've got the smokes delayed, but they still have a tremendous amount of nades to work with here. This is fantastic as far as OG are concerned. All the tools of the trade. So, perfect wall goes down. Electronic may just attempt to go for a random spray through. He can't see anything. Yeah, thank you. As you can see without the X-ray, it's just a wall.
Super, super late to put up that wall. 25 seconds. Yeah. I mean, they're at the bomb site, but I mean, now we don't actually have that many people rotated down. That's one of the real concerns at the moment here. Lexi now making noise, so that should be a clue to NaVi that something is up. 14 seconds. Any bump in the road area, they could lose. Boomich up on top of the reactor itself, and he's going to be taken down. Isa, they need to plant the bomb right now inside, and he knows it, Boomich. Oh, if he gets one more bullet, but he cannot, and the bomb is planted. Last possible second. What an absolutely ridiculous plan from OG, but it is working. Electronic and Perfecto now 2 on 3. They just got away with murder, just broad daylight.
Yes, ridiculous. Ridiculous. Boomich, man, that's a real heartbreaker. But it's not done yet. Perfecto goes in, takes out Elixir B. It's Mantu and NBK, last 2 alive for OG. NBK's been popping off the entire map long. Not going to get it, but he lines up in front of Mantu. Mantu using his teammate as a human shield.
You know,
just sacrificed himself.
Whatever it takes. 7 rounds in a row. An absurd bomb plant. So close to losing. Another bullet, I think, would have done it. And they just had no idea where to shoot from.
You know, it's like enemy at the gates, right?
Yeah.
Putting that effigy with the helmet up, try and draw the shot. Except that Mantu just used NBK instead. Just stand up. Stand up for a second.
Yeah, well, they removed the riot shields back in 1.6, so gotta use something else.
Gotta use something else. Oh, Electronic with CZ up close, though. And, well, LXCB completely blindsided. Nice trade, though, Issa's there to refrag, but that is going to be a little bit frustrating for LXCB. Not been having the best time outside. Still 7 rounds on the board. T-side nuke for OG. NaVi are still sitting on 4 rounds, Anders. It's been 7 in a row for OG.
Yeah, it's really quite concerning.
Mystifying.
They built up so much money. I mean, like they had all the potential. It wasn't like it was you know, NaVi really poor in that 5th round, and then you know, OG just win it, and then they're flat broke, and they could keep buying for a while there. It just didn't even matter. And since then, they've pretty much gone missing entirely from this. I do appreciate this. I mean, you know, OG, look at how careful they're being. Even, I mean, this is kind of running the clock low, right? I'm sure they know they're up against mostly pistols here, but still, 30 seconds. I mean, similar critique as the last time. If you do this, all it takes is, you know, one sneaky NaVi player in a corner with a gun and dropping the bomb, and you're in trouble. 19 seconds, and they're going to make a run for it all the way down. Flamey trying to be that sneaky guy, and they're certainly hitting that shot, and the follow-up. Bomb is next, and it's on Isa, and he's going to get tagged. 10 seconds left. They should not be losing this round, and they're simple, closing it out. Ooh, OG, that is... that's more than tempting fate. Taunting fate? Is that a thing?
I mean, you're just toying with NaVi at that point, except that NaVi, they know how this toy works. They've turned this crank before, Anders, running the clock down to the last possible second to try and get onto a bomb site. Yeah, this is NaVi's favorite toy.
It is, yeah. I just don't. That's a level of optimism I just can't even really fathom. That's so late. I could respect it early on, but once it's 30 seconds and now you're sort of like running ramp room from outside, man. A quick pause to make sure that everyone is feeling comfortable.
No Danish internet.
Yeah, we do have problems in Denmark with that. Not gonna lie. It's one of the worst things.
Really?
Yeah, it's well, I know exactly why it is because I went to war with the we have got one ISP in Denmark that has a monopoly on pretty much all internet. But
really?
But you know, Sweden has fiber in just every corner of the country, and this is a country that is like, first of all, 100 times the size of Denmark, and it's got rocks in the ground. Denmark is flat. It's tiny. It's just the softest dirt you could find. So you should be able to just dig down fiber everywhere in Denmark.
Sure.
Even if we use shovels, I bet we could do it in a week. Like it's, we're good to go. And then it's just not been possible. Like it's wild. Basically, as we're waiting for the last guy to get back, basically this one company has they had a monopoly on copper wiring.
At least you could still laugh about it,
No, yeah. Well, it's I'm over it, but but maybe not quite. They had a monopoly on all the copper wiring, and they realized if they moved people to fiber, they could they would just essentially make less money. So they just kept everyone on copper forever. I think now finally the state has started to say, guys, can we just try and join the 21st century a little bit? Can we do that?
This is like the States. It's like Los Angeles is nothing but copper wiring. Now they're catching up with fiber, and
that really shocked me. I had never thought about it, but I just assumed that if you go to LA, you would find nothing but decent internet. And
oh no,
I mean, we were staying was like an amazing neighborhood and like a really cool place when we were over there, and it was touch and go forever.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently it wasn't uncommon, just internet being out in whole areas of the city. I'm very confused. But yeah, I think we're maybe getting there. Maybe at some point it'll be there for Denmark too. You can join the rest. Here we go. Valda's back. It's all good. It's not that bad. And the 13th round as well. NaVi, I really think they need this one. This next one, I think 6 rounds. I think then it's pretty competitive. They could do a lot of things, but I think even mentally more than anything else, just losing 7 rounds in a row is kind of ridiculous. So get back up and fight. It's definitely time. Ready for event dive. Simple here. See, we've seen a couple of NaVi players get caught here and sort of not be able to make it back. So let's see if Simple could do that. He's going to get shot and he'll get a kill. But again, yeah, he's not even falling back. He's just going for it. And Mantu absolutely read that. So smart on him. He is in the mind of Simple at that point in time.
That's just unreal that Simple hits that shot to begin with. Electronic gets out with 4 HP.
Yeah.
Oh.
But they've called a break here, OG. Say, wait. They're going back to check lobby. They're waiting to see if there is any movement. They're giving NaVi, or at least hoping to give NaVi the rope to hang themselves with.
NaVi have been very good at playing this waiting game, though.
Look at how they're leaving Valder in the ramp room as well.
Saying this has come back to bite OG several times. If they try to run the clock down, NaVi they're like a stone. They just sit there. No expressions. No nothing to give it away.
30 seconds. Oh. Yeah, they're not wrong at all. Molotov double catch one. Double teamed is Alexi B. And now look at Flamey. If he gets a kill here, it's done. But he won't. He turns around. They're still going to try and get it done, and they will. Isa goes down. And that is, I mean, it's right at the edge there. They could have lost that round again, NaVi, but they prevail. Get up to 6. And there's still money on the OG side. 7 rounds will make you rich in some fashion. Usually will. Not always.
It's a close thing. It's a close thing. I mean, yeah, it depends on how close your rounds are. But yes, yeah. I mean, 7 rounds could set it up. Now there's a little bit of money for NaVi to squeak by with as well going into the last one if they were to lose this. I mean, we're going to have 2 battles here. These last 2 rounds should be savage. And I'm hoping that OG pick up the pace a little bit. It feels like this slowing down on their side. When they were hitting their stride, it felt like, okay, we're moving quick, we're fluid, we're getting in there aggressive. When they're starting to slow things down and overcomplicate matters, it looks like that's coming back to bite them. They've given up a couple of rounds where it's been been a bit tight.
Yeah, I think the sort of theoretical basis of it makes a lot of sense, right? You're giving Navi a chance to make a mistake, but if Navi aren't giving you those mistakes, then you're just wasting your time. And that's maybe what they need to realize a little bit earlier on in some of these rounds, is that, wait a minute, they're not giving us what we want. Boomage gonna go, well, yeah, hiding in the corner is really not a good idea in that position. Getting up there much better. Simple goes down after taking out MBK. So 3-on-3, pretty heavy down towards the B bomb site here, and only, I think, Electronic running around upstairs. So let's see what OG decide to do. Where are they going to take that bomb eventually? Still hanging around down here at the B bomb site.
Yeah, they're still content to just sit. It's looking like we're finally going to get some movement, but can you actually get out here with this crossfire? Well, Mantu's going to take down Boomage, but can you expect Flamey to be here? That would be nuts if you got that read. Flamey could ruin OG right here.
Yeah, but if they plant behind the silo, he can't really do anything to stop it. What would obviously be amazing is if he get the kill. He's out in the open, isn't it, Valde? Oh, there is a smoke, but still, Flamey not going for it. That would have been it. And instead, it's Flamey to drop. Yeah, I kind of wish he would have tried. That would have probably won the round. It was so low on time. 8-6 now, leading into the 15th round. And it seems like it's Valde doing having a bit of a rough time. I think he should have restarted his entire computer. I think that's a good idea. Definitely go for that. And yeah, 8 rounds. OG not letting go of the first half quite that easily.
Yeah, they're getting pumped up on that side as well. But unfortunate for Velda that is taking that we're getting these hitches in the road like this.
Yes,
Electronic does not look amused.
No, he's not loving it that much. Alexi has gone.
I guess you got a minute. You got a minute.
Ah, he's stretching those legs.
Quick restroom break.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll definitely permit it.
I'm wondering, do we have Simple's cam? I feel like we haven't seen him in a while.
Maybe he's
No, we got Electronic.
Unhooked it. He's decided to.
So yeah, what it took him a while to get back in here last time, so maybe.
This doesn't feel like it anymore. Regardless, even if this goes 9-6, I don't think that means that Navi are doomed by any stretch. I still think it's perfectly possible to make it back. And I'm gonna be interested to see how this will play out in the second half for OG. This is another one of those maps, by the way, just like Mirage, where if OG do want to play an offensive CT side, we've already seen for Navi that's doable. And you could do way more than Navi have decided to. You don't have to, but there are many options for interesting CT side aggression. So I would love to see it, if in fact that is what's going to be in store for us. All right. A very quick break for Alexi B.
Yeah, looking focused.
Yeah, deep breaths as we're just waiting for Valde to get back in case you are just joining us. Then that's what's going on.
Drinking, what was that, a Pepsi Zero?
I don't know. I couldn't tell. I'll be honest.
Caffeine?
This late?
Get it out of here.
Young man, gonna ruin your sleep? Is that what we're complaining about here?
Just be drinking water, man.
I'll tell you what.
Water or tea.
I'll tell you what will ruin his sleep is if they lose this match.
Yeah.
More than anything else. So
probably gonna be a fairly fair amount of tilt. Yeah.
Just a bit. Yeah. Again, if you just joined us, if you're a new viewer joining, then don't forget to follow the channel. Obviously, go and follow Blast on the social medias as well, and stay up to date with everything that's going on. There's so much coming. I mean, obviously, we've got the fall season going on here, but there's a showdown. There's a lot of stuff happening throughout the next month or so that you don't want to miss. It'll be great, and obviously, it's just the first part of the teams that we're witnessing here. There's so much more coming.
2 more groups, Anders. We're going pretty much non-stop. I think this coming Sunday will be the only day off. Apart from that, it's pretty much just like non-stop CS.
Yeah, exactly right.
So, gentlemen.
Yeah, strap in.
And gentle ladies. Yeah. This is going to be it.
And it's not just going to be Summer and I. Mean, we've got Scrawny and Londus joining us fairly soon. So they'll be here for half the games.
The Scrawn Dog is going to make it.
He's going to make it, yeah. Londa's already in Copenhagen.
He happens to be already next to... Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's just pestering Prius. all game long.
I saw that he had like a whole setup that had been made for him. So he was, you know,
What, Prius or Launders?
Launders. It's got like a whole gaming setup, I guess, in his hotel room or something.
Goddamn.
Yeah, and looking smooth. So
there's MPK. He's always got the cats.
I'm only seeing one of them.
Always got cats. Dude is just drowning in pussy.
Is that
Cats.
is that surely
Pussy
that's
cats,
gonna
guys.
be? Yeah. Glad you saved it somehow. Did a good job. Surely that's gonna be an impediment to playing, isn't it? Though. I mean, like, what if it jumps on right as he's about to shoot someone? That's gonna be bad, isn't it? You know. I don't know. I've never had cats similar, so.
It's some cats can be super friendly. Some cats can just be sadistic. They read, they know when you're focused on something, and they'll just attack you. Right? You also have those cats that'll intentionally just knock things off your desk.
Yeah.
That's those are the real dickhead cats. You know, they get in the kitchen, just walk on the counter, knock something off. You know?
I would fire
Cats
that
just
cat.
yeah, cats just want to watch the world burn. Dogs, however, dogs are just ballers.
Yeah, well, my family's always had dogs, so maybe I'm biased that way.
I've had cats too.
People.
The thing is, like, we've had cats that are like, well, no, we had one crazy cat that we picked. The other two cats were awesome, but they picked us. Where they kind of like showed up and like, yo, I live here now. And we're kind of just like, okay, I guess you do. And,
all right.
And yeah,
that's the trick.
Those were cool cats. Those cats were just chill, no problems. The one cat that we picked, she was crazy. Like, completely crazy.
All right. Well, that's some insight for you.
Yeah, there you go. So, a story hour about cats.
Done.
Get rid of them. Yeah. It's all about dogs.
15th round. We have got Valde back. It's happening. 8-6. The scoreline, if you forgot where we are, that's exactly where we are. It's the final map. Still the first half, of course, on Nuke. But it'll all come down to this. And he is not really that great for NaVi. They put together something, but it's fairly questionable. That AWP on Simples, obviously, that's the highlight. That is what is hopefully going to be making this round for NaVi. I'm sure that's what they're thinking about too. A 7th round right now for NaVi really would make a big difference, I think, in a bunch of different ways. Simple, not being aggressive this time. Staying a bit further back. Oh. Alright.
What?
Oh god. Simple also got a kill in the meantime. Looked like MBK started something he couldn't finish, didn't it? He was
sick.
Yeah. Again, I don't know. I'm always so dubious whenever people go for sprays of any kind with an M4, but especially the wallbangs. Caught by Alexi and Simple. Looked like he was a little bit worried then. Alexi up here is a problem, but the Valde will go down. Alexi trying to get the charge in, but Perfecto right at the edge of the Molotov. I think Alexi just assumed that no one could have been there. Not quite so. So there is that 7th round picked up by NaVi right at the end of the half. And I think that makes this a wide open game. And we'll find out exactly how it turns out coming back after the break. So stay with us and we'll be right back. This has been really interesting. Both teams do seem like they're stretched a little bit thin. We're seeing more mistakes that maybe we normally wouldn't. Could be just the hour of the day.
Yes.
Hard to say at the moment, but here we go. We're going to be heading right into it. Do have the dualies, do have the P250 on Simple. Been a while since we've seen him melt someone. Potential target in MBK. He's still out here fighting. Mantle showing up. Oh, a lot of people showing up here to try and help for OG outside. And MBK even low enough. Oh no, he did not have the bullets for it. That actually looked like it would have been a genius move. Dualies at range. Huge amount of doubt in my head around that. Boomich will find a kill even low on health himself, and suddenly it's a 2-on-2. That's a very confusing fight outside.
Can we get something here, though? There it is. Issa finds him, but now Flamey. No Kevlar, no nades. Still needs to find the bomb. He's got a minute at least, but he's been spotted. Chased out. But now with the bomb, he is just wondering, where is Alexi B?
Yeah, he's just not sure, is he? I'm surprised that he's still alive.
Now he's got the info. Perfect.
Yeah, he's going to try and make a move for it. He turned his back running out towards the bomb. I thought he was there right then and there. Might be wanting to see if he could find USP outside, if he's feeling up for it. 35 seconds, so that is going to be a problem right about now. We've seen it. He so badly would have wanted that, but again, for 25 seconds, Flame, it's time to run. I mean, as much as it sucks, this is it. And he's going to get shot in the knees instead. And it will be OG to pick up the round. So that's a very, very scrappy round.
That is chaos. And now, well, OG, now that you've picked up a pistol, we have to see, are you going to be able to survive the second one? Because it's been in dicey touch-and-go stuff so far. But NaVi, with no bomb plant, they're going to be hard-pressed here. Still going to go for the 4, Sanders. Tech 9s, let's go. Tech 9s, Deagle, some nades, and a Mac 10 on electronic, because why not? Get in there and fight them.
Yeah, you could defend this. This is not completely unreasonable. Ooh, that's a jump though. Almost taking down electronic. The Molotov on top of the LXB handling it so well. Even the bomb getting delivered down the stairs right to his feet.
Dude, that nade on Perfecto. Whoa, what's going on here? Flamey getting naded too?
Yeah, they're so beat up in this round.
That was absolutely brutal. And well, now Montu doing what he can. Got the angle with that scout. The bomb has been recovered by Flamey at least, so that's something.
I mean, the fact that 3 of them are so beat up, it's just so hard to imagine how that's going to play out well. Simple, trying with the Deagle. He is the next target to be low on health, and not even actually hitting the shots. Getting some chances here before Manta takes him out. Oh, and the timing just barely missing the opportunity. I don't think it really matters. I don't think this is going to work out for NaVi, no matter what here. I don't think they should not even be allowed to get a bomb plant. So, oh yeah, OG managing this just fine. And that's, yeah, I mean, from NaVi's point of view, a little bit of a shame.
Double into 9 kills as well. This is really good.
Yeah, build the money. Get it all in there.
Build it.
MBK goes for a kill on Perfecto, and that is 10-7. We did lose Boomich, as you may have noticed in the meantime, so I'm sure you'll be right back. And there he is already.
As quick as you like.
With the return. I don't know, I mean, you know, it's ridiculous that he even hit the shot like CB, but obviously the sort of the follow-up with the Molotov and everything else, it just worked out well. We don't know how it would have played out if NaVi had actually got the kill on him instead, but we won't know. We can only live in this timeline somewhere, not the alternate ones.
Yeah, you're always wondering, right? And then in one of those alternates, you're a millionaire. Or a billionaire.
Yeah?
Or a trillionaire.
Or a trillionaire.
Or you live on Mars. Elon is your roommate.
I don't know. I like the whole Mars idea, but I don't know if I wouldn't want to live there.
You wouldn't want to live there?
But I think we should still do it, you know.
I'm allergic to dust. I feel like that'd be a problem.
I mean, they have dust on Earth too, so it's everywhere. Cannot avoid it. Yeah, but I'd be down. I'd go if they host like the first Counter-Strike tournament on Mars. I'm going. It's fine. Then I'm ready.
All right. Talk about it. Just boot camp all your way there. It's sick.
Yeah. Years of it. Well, Flamey going down to Isa. Again, it's a round where, I mean, they've bought themselves a ticket in this lottery, but as we all know, that by no means guarantee of any kind of a win, is it? Double Deagle, triple Deagle now. OG not that far away, shouldn't be that far away from an 11-7 type scoreline. Building some money. I think that's the primary thing right here. Don't lose too many players. Don't get some money as well, Valda. But yeah, don't just start bleeding players in these rounds, OG, because the bank that you have, that is going to be what keeps NaVi away in case they start to pick it up here on the T side. Curious what they will do. I'm trying to remember back to when NaVi played this earlier against the NIP and what it was that really worked well. I know Boomich is really good at the vent dives on the T side. That's one of the things that's fun to watch. And obviously Simple could challenge a lot outside and maybe find some fights.
Trying to think too. Considering that's the best of 3 that happened tonight, you would, think that you would remember more.
There's so much stuff going on. I don't know. I'm sure there'll be something to remind us.
One-sided affair for NaVi on the T side at least.
Yeah. 7-11. Just a 4-round gap. It's not that bad. It's not overwhelming. Some pretty good money, though, on OG. NaVi picking up all AK-47. So I think this is the first real test. This is the first real taste of what is going to be coming OG's way and how it's going to be playing out. Boomich up here, trying to get the full yard view of what's going on. Another smoke to follow it up. Let's just listening in. Grenade. Spray follow-up doesn't really connect, but it's a good idea. And they already have a couple of people down here, NaVi, with the bomb as well. The other 2, I could be joining from the ramp room if they want to try and go and take that. It's possible to crunch from either one of those 2 sides, and let's see if you can make it work. Yeah, it's exactly what they're going to do.
Let's say they get shot. Mantu wishing he had an op. No way to go. No way to escape. Boomich catches Alexi as well. Do they line up? They do, but there's too much firepower. Everybody's so low, but NaVi is still going to be able to power forward here. And Issa stuck in a 1v3.
Yeah, he's going to bail on that. Makes sense.
Not a whole lot that you can hope to do in that sort of scenario.
There's something quite difficult about getting those shots on people that are sort of stumbling downstairs in this game.
Yeah. Just throws things out of whack.
Yeah. Definitely not easy.
It's, yeah. I guess it's hard to track. It's just weird. Depends on the engine as well, how it's like, how it manages that. But you've got the weird...
Yeah, I don't know. And especially if they're steep, right? Like, then it gets even weirder for some reason. Mm-hmm. Anyway, good round out of NaVi. I mean, they didn't even, like, the fundamental part of that strategy, which is like the crunch, they didn't even really need because they just got the kills before they even, got into play. Still, I think it's all worth it. Grenades being thrown in from outside of the T roof, and OG spend a fair bit of their money. They don't actually reply with that many grenades. I thought maybe, NaVi throwing all that stuff in, maybe OG would sort of overreact. Maybe that's what they were counting on NaVi. That doesn't happen. Man2 hunting them from behind, but it's Easer and MBK will pick up a couple of kills there at the beginning. Just a Molotov kill, leaving Simple alone in a 1 versus 3. And he's going to get shot. He didn't even realize that. Nice round, nice shutdown. And again, some pretty forward movement there for OG. You see how quick he was in the trophy room there, Man2. Ready to take that fight. So,
yeah, and this is just a testament to how this new economy works. I was just thinking about this, how long games take now. And that has to do a lot with this sort of scenario where, you win one round, and if you lose the following one, once upon a time, that was cutthroat.
Yeah, that's
OG true. Would be getting, you'd probably be looking at a hard eco now if you're a NaVi, and OG, are getting up to 13 rounds, maybe 14. Different times, because now look, I mean, it's just, we won one, lost one, we'll still get rifles and full nades.
Yeah, you definitely have some more stuff to work with, that is for sure.
Way more forgiving. Just a different time. But, more opportunities for NaVi to get back into this. It's not done yet. OG have not totally run away with it. There are 4 rounds away. So 12-8. OG on that CT side looking good. Nice bounce back on their part. Would have been real scary if you start to let NaVi gain momentum. Yeah, Alexi B just going to get caught in the open. Boomich, too fast.
Yeah, I mean, think about the 7-round streak that OG went on the T side, right? OG definitely don't want to see NaVi do something similar. I mean, if NaVi did that now, they get a 15 rounds. So, got to prevent that kind of stuff from happening. They are still mostly in lobby, just keeping an eye out here on the yard on NaVi for the minute. Going to be smoking and molotoving a couple of things, and Yeah, Boomich is playing a bit of a distraction at the moment. I think, yeah, this is mostly probably going to be about the squeak door. You have to imagine Isa. There's a hole in it. He's crouching right in front. Super dangerous. If he goes down, I think this bomb site falls in a second. I don't think anyone can really get there in time. I mean, there's one more defender here, and there's Isa dropped. Yeah, and NBK is the only other one in here, so it's all on him. And there's Molotovs and grenades and bullets, and she's throwing everything at him. And that did work. Man2 and Valder got it back on. Out trading rounds now early on. Yeah. That's making it very tricky.
Very weird. Because now you're what? You're getting $1,400 if you're OG. It's nastiness.
Yeah, and hopefully at least they can hold on to the AK and the AWP. Does get tricky. Oh no, he messed that up just a tiny bit. He's not going to be loving that at all. A nice shot, making it slightly more expensive. They know where he is, and I don't know, maybe Electronic could get there in time if he wants to. Really just sprint in there, but doesn't seem to think it's worth it.
Yeah, I think NaVi keeps your guns alive now. If you start throwing away guns willy-nilly.
Yeah. 22nd round, 9-12. And the fight just continues. 20 kills on Isa. Next behind him on his team is 15 on the other side. It's way more even. 16 on Boomich, but a 15-15 on Simple and Perfecto, and Flavy there at 14. So, you know, fairly team-oriented effort they've got going on there.
A quick yard take. I mean, they've had success with a bit of punish here on Alexi B outside, so they were looking to reproduce that. Boomich, rather, straight up on top of Silo, but not going to find him this time. Alexi kind of changing up his pattern. This is a force buy round from OG, though, so it's all or nothing for OG. They want to get it done here to put a halt to this NaVi train. Well, Alexi gonna pick up? Oh man, 2 big kills coming through, and then Isa lurking through the smoke. Ridiculous. We are going tit for tat back and forth here, Anders. This is a little bit crazy. 13-9. OG squeak that. They get all rifles across the board now, and their economy is revitalized just like that. Ha!
Man, I'm actually really shocked that Boomich didn't just straight up win that fight. It looked like that's exactly what he was looking for, as far as I could tell.
Yeah.
And and then they obviously couldn't follow it up. So, yeah, back in the hands of OG, 13-9, and NaVi's economy was not ready for that.
Ramp rush. I'm just wondering, is that what NaVi go for now? Just get in there fast.
So hard to rush ramp when they have this many grenades, isn't it? Though. That's always going to be tricky. I don't know. I mean, if Flamey has some money, I don't know if you want to drop a deagle or something. They're just going to buy for it. They're just going to go for it. They don't even care. Fair play. Dropping the AKs, spreading them out across the team as much as possible, and we'll see. This could be, I mean, if NaVi lose this is the kind of move that loses you the game, right?
Essentially. I mean, it would put you, I mean, it would put OG up on match point.
Yeah, much. Probably. Very likely.
So, yeah. Already the nades going in. Just getting nasty here. Body block. Yes! I love it.
Oh, the Tech-9. He actually had the right idea. He knew that he was out of bullets. He heard just a full spray there. But Isa, with the deagle, is going to be able to take him down. So I think that was generally quite smart for Boomich, but just didn't quite get the instant headshot that he needed. 3 versus 5, and NBK fighting out here. Maybe a little bit too overzealous. Oh no! From a 5-on-3 into a 3-on-2 in about 3 seconds. Unforgivable for OG.
Why are they doing that?
That should never be allowed.
Yeah, a bit too excited there.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
no, that's a round that went from everything going right. You body blocked the vent drop. You just shut them down, to getting way too excited and looking for a fight that maybe didn't need to happen there.
Ooh. Man, if you're an OG fan, you're watching that, that is, yeah, you're going to be tearing your hair out watching that. That's
a rough one. Because what do you, oh, man, now it's, well, I mean,
that's, again, that's probably is like, you know, the hour that we're playing at. There's a bunch of different things, right? But there's gotta, and I actually have no doubt that Alexi B is this kind of a leader, but you know, everyone has a limit. But I'm just saying that's why someone has to shout, right? Like, for the love of God, don't do anything. You know, like, just leave it. It's not on us to try and go and fight for them. They're just hanging out outside of the A-bomb site. Let them do that. We're 3 on 5.
Yeah.
What does it matter? But yeah, everyone getting a little bit carried away. Look at 60 kills on everyone except for Electronic there on the NaVi side. They're so synced up. And they're not defending anything there.
Ooh. Yeah, NBK, but come on, man, you know that. You should know better. Let's see if they get a second crack at it now. OG had just enough money to squeak a force buyout. Onto out in the yard. Electronic going to sneak his way past. Not much sneaking. He's kind of just stomping around. And so this is going to be a lot of information given over to OG, and it's going to force a reaction, which is exactly what Electronic is hoping for.
They haven't found him out by the box there. Alexi B. Silencer and all, and he's going to stand up and get the kill. Now, can he actually escape? No, he's going to get caught by Simple. I still think that's a really cool idea. Got to be worried about that AWP on Mantu. They really only have one smoke, so going to be hard to block him off from anything here. They also need that smoke. Maybe, no, they've already used it. They could have maybe used it down to the B-bomb side. There's a flashbang to push him off again. They're going to go hunt for him, and he'll take them up on that fight, saying, yeah, I'm ready for it if you want. Simple, though, just out of his scope, and he'll get the kill on the Mantu. 3 on 3. A lot is riding on this. Flamey waiting, and a big double kill, taking down MBK, and he said that leaves Valde in a 1 versus 3. 45 seconds. I think he already knows this is not going to be doable. Oh, wow. This is a huge... Look at the money on OG. They are out of cash entirely. So these last couple of rounds have been just devastating for OG.
It all seems to start so strong for them as well. I mean, I guess that's just going to their heads. They keep challenging, keep taking these fights, and it ends up costing them. So 13-11 is fixing to be the score, and it's probably going to be 13-12. I mean, NaVi are definitely not done in this map. Clearly.
It's if they make the full comeback, if they really turn this around, NaVi, we're going to trace it straight back to that 5-1-3, and OG will do exactly the same thing, and everyone will wish that they had just had a second to think. You know,
yeah, 5-on-3.
1 second to just think, oh no, why are we doing this?
Oh, because look at the money now. I mean, this is hard eco territory.
Yeah.
Hard eco, let them get up to 12, and then get the buy. Just hope that, like, put Valda at ramp or something, let him just kind of play the rifle. And if he saves, he saves. Cool.
Ah, grenades. I wish there was more than 2. I would be all in on a 5-man grenade outside.
Oh, yeah.
It never works, but we always have that dream. We always hope that...
Oh, okay, I see.
This could be great. He actually could set up a monster grenade. They're right on top of it. Look at that. Boom. Setting it up. USP could do the rest. These will go down, but some good damage actually here. MBK, Valde will spray down 2. Could he get a 3rd? Indeed he can. That is monstrous. Just the 1 M4, but it did so much work. And now Electronic, he's got the bomb, and yeah, he's going to go straight for it here. He knows where they are. He knows where both of them are for sure, so... This is not impossible, but Valde's sneaking in at the side. He's going to get shot in the face, and there it is! Electronic coming back in with a triple of his own and saving them. He was so widely exposed, and he's been underperforming in this game. Not in this round, though. Absolutely amazing. He had 7 kills before this, just up to 10 now, but that was really good.
These monster rounds for the NaVi players. Flamey, it was Flamey on Mirage. Had these crazy rounds that shifted everything over for NaVi.
Simple as loving it.
Yeah. Would hate to be one of his neighbors, but you know, at this hour. But the man, he is hype.
So I'm sure he has some sort of god status. You know, I'm sure they won't mind. They're probably watching it, screaming with him.
Viewing party every night.
Yeah. 13-12. Ladies and gentlemen, All of the money is spent except for the $200 stretched across them. Quick trade is Electronic starting to get in the groove of things. Maybe Alexi B will catch Boomich, who is backing up into the smoke, but not fast enough.
That was so important.
Wow. Again, trading back and forth, it seems. They just lost a 3-on-5. I don't think they're going to let go of this 2-on-4 either. Electronic is low on health. Perfecto's healthy, but they've got no grenades and, yeah, waiting it out. Electronic wanted to try and see if he could sneak in a kill. I don't even know what Perfecto is meant to do here. How do you dream of doing this? The bomb is not even planted in a particularly great position here, and well, he's going to get a headshot on Mantu. That's a good start. But they're already on the bomb, and they will be able to clear it all out. So, 14 rounds for OG. They are slowly inching their way towards a victory here. One round at a time. And sometimes they give a couple back, but, I mean, at this pace, if it keeps going in this pattern, they're going to get there before NaVi.
Yes. I mean, NaVi now are going to be the ones, I imagine, after all this, that they're going to force. They have enough money for an 8-1 simple if he wants one.
They will.
It's just going to be AKs. Yeah, there's the timeout called by NaVi.
I'm struggling to figure out what are things that they haven't done that aren't just based on getting the odd, you know, opening frag or whatever. Like, you want something that you can replicate, right?
Anders, there's been no early ramp play. Just saying. Just saying. No, you know, no ramp rush.
Does anyone do that anymore?
Yeah. See that, but that's the thing. Nobody's done it for so long.
Yeah, that you could just go for
this
it.
is the time to sneak it in there.
How about OG boosting in the ramp room? No one's done that for a while.
That would be cool too. Now imagine if there was a NaVi rush while OG were boosting. Stars collide.
Yeah.
And then we're
all out brawl.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna find out in a second here. Going into the 27th round. Let's find out how this is gonna play out. Looks like the standard smoke's going out there. Gonna be solo in ramp for Valde once again, so he's not gonna be joined by anyone or boosting anyone for that matter. And NaVi not really in a hurry to get anywhere. So that's all fine, but it looks like they actually might want to go and test ramp.
Boomich freaking out a little bit there for a second.
Yeah.
It's your teammate, Boomich. Don't worry.
Here are the flashes. He's got the crossfire with Mantu, but that Molotov is going to force him back. He can't really stay here. He's going to take a fair bit of damage, but it's still a great shot to take down Perfecto. And Valde, he's been waiting here the whole time. Now, they know that Valde plays this position. That's why they're still looking for him. Smart play from Boomich, but they're not able to win the fight against him, and Valde wants to keep going. Simple will finally drop him. Still a favorable trade for OG, but yeah, that was just them essentially. Oh my God, he actually got it. That I would love to see in slow motion. That must have been really, really close. Simple going down next in line, and OG about to be at series point here. 1 kill away.
Dude, Mantu, that was filthy.
Yeah.
Not a fraction of a second wasted there. That was so sick. Well, Flamey, you need to get a bomb plant because your team needs every dollar going into the next round.
That is never going to happen.
That's so unfortunate. Just a little bit longer there. Checks that corner, but nope. So no bomb plant. Man, this buy is...
It's going to be a really rough, isn't it? Call on Simple. Ask him for some deagles. Get Flamey in there. Get everyone. This one...
What the...
He's essentially disappeared behind the wall. He was interp killed. Essentially, that was something.
That was sick.
Yeah.
Oh, good on him. But yeah, now let's see. What are you gonna do? A handful of nades, pistols, a Galil, some Kevlar.
Not even a deagle on Simple.
Not even a deagle on Simple, man. He's got to go for a P250. Just channel your pistol round right now, Simple. That's what you need to do.
They are not going to check it. Well, I'm going to try to kind of checking it, but not really. So, early loss outside. Not just even losing. They're trying to actually losing all presence outside. So, the rest of them that are in here, I don't know. You either go back and try and reclaim outside, or you go pretty quickly and, well, there's fire on the floor. So, trying to avoid that.
That's not going to help things. Yeah, the forward progress somewhat limited in that sort of scenario.
NaVi, I mean, they've really been fighting hard in this game. There's no doubt about it. And OG have been real persistent in holding on to it. And that looks like it is just about to pay off through Molotov. And Isa still standing inside. Flamey will get the kill, but he's in a 1 versus 4. He just got the kill on Malda. And there is just a lot of people to fight still. He's being shot and grenaded through the smoke, and it's done. 16-12 as OG will bring down NaVi in this best of 3. And it really took a lot, much more than I think some people were expecting. But they managed to find their way through.